Finally, we alive. All right. Almost didn't make it today, damn it. Almost didn't make it, people. We see who shows up today. But welcome to the sheep. I don't do a show. I always say that, but I don't do a show. Welcome to the live stream. What up, Ruth Thompson, Summer Breeze, Ishmael Timbo, Brother L. Wise, Gerald Jokes. What up, Mrs. B? What up, Zymatic? What's cracking? Leo Fire, Marcus Porter, Brian Bennett. What up, Randy Lanier, King Lemuel Productions. What up, Mary Lane? Eric Johnson, Truth Be Told by the King. What up? Dwayne Hicks, Leon Cowan. What up? Al Aqua. What's going on? Aaliyah Bay. What's happening? D1. King James. We don't fuck with your version of we don't fuck with your Bible. Balance Higher Knowledge. What up? Got your K Mix, Tracy 5. What up, Ross Bay? Rajo Lee. What's cracking? Adwell L. Kevin Wise. What up, brother? Flow Rider. What up? What is that? How you pronounce that? Shay O'Dre? I think I got it. Alicia White. What up? Jamar D. Ellison Gray. What's happening? That boy Tree. This is Nylac Sun. What up, Travis Bailey? Furious Daps. Yo, get this dude up out of here. Thank you. Thank you. Danger Man Dubs. Almighty Sekou, I got you. Jamie Stew, Professor C, Dr. Sinister, Junior Harris. I think I got everybody. Yeah, moderators, be on the lookout. Again, a couple weeks ago when I put that Joe Rogan in the title, that put me out to a couple other people. Now, apparently, when I come on, I get a bunch of trolls. I was about to say something. But it made me go off on them the last 2 weeks. I had to take my live stream down from a couple weeks ago. They made me go dragging on them. I had to take my live stream down. Yo, Ruth Thompson, thank you for the broccoli shawarma donation. Appreciate you. She said broccoli shawarma. Yeah, I'm in it now, y'all. I'm in it. God damn it, all you vegan people. The hell is wrong with y'all? But hey, 2 months, I'm in it now. I gotta had to transform. I'm in it now, goddammit. Too late. But man, appreciate you guys for the cash apps throughout the week. Everybody hit me for the cash app throughout the week. I appreciate you. Jennifer Green and Ethy6, appreciate you guys. Roderick Roche, all the people who hit me up on the cash app. Thank you guys all throughout the week. Don't put it on the chicken of the woods shawarma. I'll talk about that in a second too. But anybody ordered police stop law package? I was missing some things. I hadn't sent your stuff out yet because I'm missing a few things to put in the package. So it'll go out Monday because I'm getting them today. I just got the email for it's on its way to be delivered. So I'll get them today. Get the books today, then I'll mail your stuff out on Monday. So if you didn't get it yet, it's because I ran out. Sorry. So you'll have it on Monday. Just be patient. You'll get your stuff. But appreciate you for supporting, though. Thank you for donating. Anybody else who wants to donate, make sure you get over there. Know your rights. For realnagas.com. This is where you get the great book of melanin research. This is how you support right here, because you know it took me out of the program, the monetary program, so you can't leave me super chat. So if you want to support, go to realnagas.com, get the great book of melanin research, the hard copy. You should have it already. It's all the information about you, about your melanin, the thing that powers the universe, definitely powers the world. biohydrocarbons, which is the oil, like oil out of the ground is called hydrocarbon, right? Yeah, you have biohydrocarbon right on your skin. That's exactly what it's called. I want you to Google biohydrocarbons and see what comes up. And it's gonna be you. So boom, this tells you all about it right here. realnagas.com. You order this, you will get the whole police stop law package for free. The whole package for free right here. Boom. This is the Know Your Rights manual. You should know this right now. We are building this 1 million Johnny Cochrans. We're doing it. Where is WDMA? He usually in here. He signed up. WDMA is usually a moderator in here, but he probably be in here later. But WDMA, you signed up. I see you signed up this week, boy. So don't you guys take WDMA's lead and get on over there. It took you a long ass time, WDMA. You've been a moderator in my damn channel for almost a year, dog. Took you long enough, but as long as you do it, as long as you just get over there and you learn your rights. Again, we're building up this army of Johnny Cochrans, but people who know the law, who's mastering the law, because then once that happens, they can't do anything. They can't do anything against us. Thank you, Leah. She put a piece of chicken. No chicken for 2 weeks, Leah. No chicken for 2 months. Sorry. No chicken for 2 months, Leah. Sorry. But thank you. I appreciate you. I'm putting on that chicken of the woods. But again, Trump is coming. Did you see all the police officers and did you see the what was the awards that Fox had the other night? It was called like the what was it? Something like the People's Award or something like that. Or whatever. And they had all the police officers and all the people, all those police officers on stage cheering Trump on because he's about to ride off for the police officers. Y'all didn't see that the other night? You need to go YouTube that and see all the police officers and everybody that was going at Trump. So that's coming for you guys. Don't say I didn't warn you. You can get your ass in here, learn the law, and then get with a bunch of other people who know the law as well that you'll be able to count on when you get in trouble, just like they should be able to count on you if you were in here when you get in trouble. This is what we do. We help each other. So Know Your Rights Foundation, you get the Know Your Rights manual. If you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, this teaches you what your rights are and what will happen when the police violate your rights. Everything you need to know about traffic stops and Terry stops, which are police stops on foot right here. And also when they violate your rights, you go after their insurance right here. This is that police insurance that they have, otherwise known as a public official bond that's tied to their oath to the Constitution, their oath to protect your rights, your constitutional rights. So when they violate your constitutional rights, they lose their oath, that bond. They lose the bond when they violate. That's how it goes, oath and bonds. They lose the bond when they mess over your rights. And you can go get that bond, which is usually for about $75,000. And each time they violate your constitutional rights, you can make a claim for that $75,000 over and over and over. That's how it works. So boom, you get this right here, as well as I like to call this the car kit. This is what you keep in your car when the police officers come for you. This is the constitutional rights card. This is lets the police officers know what your rights are and what will happen when they violate your rights. And this is the qualified card and notice right here. The qualified immunity card and notice. Lets them know that they will lose their qualified immunity. It's gone. You ain't got it no more. They violate your constitutional rights and you get them on camera. So it says that when they knowingly violate your constitutional rights. So when you tell them they're in danger of violating your constitutional rights and then they do it, you got them. That's how it works. All right, so boom, you keep this in your car, you hand it to police officers, say, I don't answer questions. I've been getting a bunch of emails and texts from people saying that who've gotten these and saying it works. They've been pulled over in situations where they should have gotten a ticket. Because I don't say use this to get out of tickets. Because if you did something wrong, you probably get this karma. You probably should get a ticket. However, if this helps to get you out of a ticket, who am I to say? You know what I'm saying? So police officers, they never seen stuff like this. They're not used to people knowing their rights. So when you pull stuff out like this on them, they're confused. They're dazed and confused. They're pulled out of their comfort zone. They don't want to mess with you. They'd rather go mess with the next victim. So make sure you get over there. And again, you get that for free when you order the Great Book of Melanin Research. Plus, oh man, almost knocked my... God damn it, almost knocking this light out. Damn it. Whoa. All right, sorry. Always knocking my light out. Then it comes with the decks of flashcards right here. The police stop flashcards 1 and 2 right there. All right. So the deal, I was given the deal last week, but you guys can still get over there and support if you need to. Also, if you want to learn the law for free, like that, building up that million Johnny Cochran, knowyourrightsfoundation.org right here. Please make sure you get over there and sign up. We're teaching you the law for free. Damn it, for free. However, let me just say this. I got a plea for you guys. If you can't support the Know Your Rights Foundation, please do so. If you want to make donations to the Know Your Rights Foundation today through the Cash App, we can do that as well. We're teaching you for free, but the platforms that we teach you on are not free. We have a whole bunch of information that we put on a bunch of virtual platforms so that you can go in there and you can study at your own leisure. All right, it's basically classes online, so we have to pay for those platforms and things to do. So again, we need you guys to support. So get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org and you can hit the donation button over there, or you can send a Cash App to me today for the Know Your Rights Foundation. I will donate it to the Know Your Rights Foundation. But again, we need your help. If we're teaching you for free. We're taking our time. We're not asking for any money, but the process and the tools that we use to teach you do cost money. So please get over there and help us out if you can. Again, so you get one of these beautiful certifications and then you get back out there and you teach it to the family, friends, and the community. That's our contract with you. We teach you for free, then you have to teach it for free. Also, we're going to talk about the bird fleazy. The bird, they're trying to bring that back up. So again, we have the exemption cards for you. This is the liability exemption card. You can only get this at knowyourrightsfoundation.org. They're about to try to pull this. I think they may try to pull it before Trump gets inaugurated, so they can shut the stuff down and cause some type of national emergency. So if they hit us with this again, they try to hit us with another pandeezy, boom, you're gonna have to be prepared. So this is the liability card that says if they force you to get any other type of cupcake within your system, they're liable. They have to pay you. They're liable. They're financially, liable for the cupcake they make you get. And this is the religious exemption notice right here. Yo, Kevin Corbin, appreciate you for the veggie shawarma patties. Thank you, brother, for the donation. Appreciate you. Right here is the religious exemption. So the court has ruled on this right here that the religious exemption stands. If you have a religious exemption, you can present this and this works. So again, if you say, because it has the cupcakes usually have fetal in it, little baby pieces in it. And so if you're against that, religiously against that, you can go over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org, get this right here and hook it up. Appreciate you. Oh, last one. My homie Timmy Tight Top, I'm on my cleanse. He bought my cleanse juices. I don't like cleanse juices, Tight Top. I like good tasting juices. Pause. So this is the ABC cleanser. This is a lot of beets in here. This is blood cleanser. Beets are a great blood cleanser. This is apple, collard greens, celery, cucumber, and beets right here. Boom. Woo, boy, you want me to stay by the bathroom, don't you, Timmy Tight Top? And then right here, again, you know about the apple ziggy zangs. Is this zang zang? This is the apple, cucumber, ginger, and mint right here. Boom. This one definitely keep you at the bathroom. Right here, I got this is a sweet one. This is the tropical pear. This is the good one. Thank you. You threw a good one in here, Timmy Tight Top. This is pineapple, pear, apple, ginger, and mint. That's a damn good one right there, boy. Man, he has the Be Fearless. You guys know about this one. Be Fearless. This is apple, pear, lemon, ginger, cayenne, pepper. The cayenne for the kick. Kick, kick, kick. I'd be like, right there. And then, boom, the best one. The best of the best. The God of gods. The Pharaoh of pharaohs. This is surprisingly sweet grapefruit, cantaloupe, and pear right here. Boom. So make sure you hook up homie Timmy Tight Top and support at 323-776-2587. Again, 323-776-2587. Appreciate you. All the links are in the description box if you want to sign up for or go get the support and get the sign up for Know Your Rights Foundation or support at realnagas.com. So appreciate you guys. Let's get the chicken of the woods farm. I told you how I said I was gonna tell you how it was. Man, I was fighting it. God damn, this This shit right here. So I was fighting it, guys. All week. I didn't make it. I was fighting it. I was like, I ain't gonna eat that shit. No. But then I finally decided to make it. So you see, this is what it looked like. Can y'all see that right there? Boom. So that's what it looked like. This is dehydrated. So you gotta don't ever eat these raw because it can mess your stomach up. So I had to hydrate it in some warm water and let it. He said mushroom shawarma. Actually, I did look up the shawarma recipe for this, and I'm gonna hook it up. But surprisingly, this is off the chain. Everybody, I made some chicken shawarma, or excuse me, just chicken of the woods tacos the other day, or yesterday actually. God damn! First of all, this is a 2-ounce bag. I took about a third of the bag. First, I'm not getting paid for this. When I like shit, I just tell you. That's why it's better when I do that. So, I took a third of the bag and made 4 tacos. Third of the bag made 4 tacos. I still got more than like half the bag left. Yo, Jamar Dowdy, appreciate you. He says for the foliage leaf is foliage shawarma. That's hilarious. The foliage shawarma. So third of the bag still got, 2/3 of the bag left. So pretty good deal. It's about $23. So if you look, man, this is off the chain. If you apparently, because mushrooms are like super porous, whatever you marinate it with, it soaks up all of the marinade. So I hooked it up with some, little avocado oil, little paprika, little red pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Hooked it on up, a little thyme, little lemon on top. Then my new God of gods and food is chili oil. If y'all don't know about chili oil, y'all better get your ass out and figure out chili oil make anything taste off the chain. Goddamn, chili oil is the damn god of the god of accessories. So threw a little chili oil in there, let it marinate for 20 minutes. Man, you cannot tell the difference. When I ate those tacos, you cannot tell the difference. I was dreading it too. I was like, and ate it. I was like, hold up, what the fuck? That taco was good. Fried me the shell, did the homemade fried shell. That shit was off the chain. I was like, God damn. So get your ass out. This is certified right here. I gotta recommend. Cause goddamn, I was scared as hell. I ain't no vegan, y'all. I like my chicken shawarma, shit. But for 2 months, I'll be chicken of the woods. I'll be doing chicken of the woods from now on. That shit, you cannot tell the difference. So I'm sold. So let's move along. Let's get it going. In political news, you see Sleepy Joe pardoned baby Sleepy Joe. Boy. So he said he pardoned him, and then he did it before he left office. Now, he said he wasn't going to do it. Joe, are you going to pardon Biden? No. Not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Mr. Biden, it's been 2 months since we've asked you this question. Are you going to pardon Hunter Biden? Seeing that it's more likely that Trump gets in office. I said before, I said it again. I'm not going to pardon him. No pardon. Then, just in the middle of the night, you get a breaking news. Joe Biden pardons Hunter Biden. What? Wait a minute. Didn't this nigga say 15 times he wasn't going to pardon his son? I'm going to let the justice system play out. I'm going to let it play out. I trust the justice system. Wait a minute, nigga. It's your justice system. You are the DOJ work for you. So if they going after Hunter, isn't that you? So again, you know why they did this. They did it. The only reason they really brought the charges against Hunter was so they could pardon him. They wanted to pardon him because otherwise they would have had to do something like because you can't do something called a preemptive pardon, right? A preemptive pardon, they tried to do something, and we're going to talk about it in a minute. There's something called a preemptive pardon, which Trump had thought up. That's something that he thought of. But to really pardon somebody for some shit they already did, though, you have to charge them with the crime. Or they don't get a pardon. You just can't be like, I pardon my son if he did anything ever. Like, if he ever did actually anything, I pardon him. Just in case. I don't know what you did over there in the Bahamas when you were over there freaking out with those goddamn guineas over there, those little motherfucking midget guineas. I don't have no idea what my son was doing, but if he did something wrong, I don't know what he was doing. I'm not saying he did anything wrong with the little midgets in the goddamn grass skirts. I don't know. However, if he did something, he gets a pardon. You can't do that. You can't do that. You have to charge somebody with the pardon first, or with the crime first. Then you can pardon them, and it has to be a federal crime, not a state crime. It has to be a federal crime. So they set that whole shit up so he could pardon them. That's the whole reason. Nigga knew he was gonna pardon him. Ain't gonna pardon him. Ain't gonna pardon him. Ain't gonna pardon. No, you pardon. You're gonna pardon. You're gonna pardon. No, I'm not gonna pardon. I promise. So now the Demma bitches is pissed because it made them look bad. Because he pardoned him for 11 years. Because you know he was only charged with the false information on an application at the gun store, right? That's what they were charging him for. Because they said he had put some false information or something on the application for the gun. So, and then I forgot one other thing he did from some tax stuff. So those two things, some mild stuff. They was actually supposed to work out they were going to work out a deal for him at first, and then they got backlash for the deal, so they pulled the deal. So now the thing that they're pardoning for the full 11 years goes all the way back to when Hunter got hired in Ukraine at the energy company that he don't know shit about. He don't know shit about energy, but he was hired on the board of an energy company in Ukraine, right? So this pardons him, because he has access to his daddy, right? He was giving Ukraine access to his dad. So he had to pony up the dollars, right? So he pardons him for that because he knows that helps him with himself. That helps Joe Biden with himself, with allegations against himself. If he pardons Hunter for that shit, then it's going to be much harder for them to come against Joe. They're, for the crime. So that's why he pardoned him. This shit is crazy as hell. And he pardoned him and then bounced. He pardoned the nigga and then bounced to Angola. Deuces. That nigga was like, I got a little thing in Angola real quick. Hunter's pardon. I'm out of here. And they was like, wait a minute, Mr. President, I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. My plane, plane. You know how much jet fuel costs? Huh? You know how much plane fuel costs? I can't leave that nigga idling. Goddamn, I gotta get on the plane. I can't fly. Hey, I got to go. Can't leave the plane idling. This nigga hopped on the plane and flew to Africa. This nigga flew as far out of America as he could get, because he knew they was gonna be in his ass about this shit with the Diddy. They was gonna be in his ass about this one. So that nigga said, Assalamu alaikum. I'm gonna be chilling with my brothers in Africa, my African brothers. Mbutu. Like this nigga did the Mbutu. You know the Mbutu, right? That was what that brotherhood chant that the Celtics was doing and shit every time before the game, in 2008, before they won, they was doing the Mbutu. Nigga, that's Joe Biden. Mbutu. That nigga went to Africa, boy. Don't be coming at them. You come after me. You want to come after all my African brothers and sisters. Ain't that right? Hey, where y'all go? Hey. They be like, no, my brother. No, my brother. No, my brother. That's you by yourself, my brother. We thank you for the money you give us, but no, my brother. Like, nigga, we are not about to back your ass. You know he went over there and gave him $1 billion. That's why he said he was going. He was going over there to give him $1 billion. But that nigga went over there because he was trying to get away from this goddamn scandal. And again, the Democrats is mad because they was caping for the nigga for the whole time. This is the difference between Trump and Biden. Trump he's just immoral. He was gonna give his kids, he wants to give his kids preemptive Trumps. He's thinking about, so when he was in office, they was talking about preemptive Trumps for his top 4 kids, right? And so then they were on why do you need a pardon if you didn't do anything? If you didn't commit a crime, why you didn't need a pardon? Why do you need a pardon? What did you do? Did you do anything? No, well, you don't need a pardon. I don't need a pardon. Do you? So they were doing that shit the whole goddamn time, right? Just killing this nigga. You don't need a pardon if you didn't do a crime. So his children must be criminals. Must be criminals. Must be. They must be criminals. So they start playing all of those clips this week of all of those Democratic media, MSNBC, CNN, all these niggas playing how fucked up Trump was for thinking about giving. Now, he didn't do it. He didn't give his children the pardons. He just thought about it. But they shitted on the nigga for the whole time. The whole time he thought about it. They shitted on him the whole time. Then he didn't do it. Biden is one of the most moral people, upstanding right people. This is what the difference is between morality and immorality. And they were just, now all of a sudden, wait a minute, what? They was like, Biden doing what? He gonna do what? Well, what about all that shit we said last year? Or 5 years ago? Huh? We gotta take that shit. Oh, fuck, nigga. Fuck that nigga. Fuck him. Fuck Biden. Motherfucker. Well, he loves his son. This is what they said off screen. Fuck Biden. Fuck him. That motherfucker. Well, he loves his son. I love my kids. I have kids. And I would do the same thing for my kids. So it's no wonder, do we have to really wonder and ponder and go over the fact why he would pardon his son? It's his last son. He's 83 years old. He doesn't want to visit his son in jail. This is the shit they and behind the scenes, they're like, fuck that motherfucker, that bitch ass. Oh, they was pissed. They was pissed. So the funny shit is when he was in Angola, this nigga over in Angola, giving the Angolans $1 billion of tax money, of your tax money, while Angola was going over the shit they was going to do at the conference, at the table. This nigga Biden, this nigga went to sleep. This nigga. And we are going to build the bridges with the money, and we're going to build the education, and we're going to do... Mr. Biden? President Biden, sir. President Biden, sir. Oh, yes, yes. We're gonna go to the moon. Africa's going to be the first country to go to the moon. Yeah, what were we talking about? This motherfucker is knocked the fuck out. Don't worry, I'm listening. Go ahead, go on. Thank you, sir. And we thank America for that money that they've given us. And we thank the American people And we thank the brother Biden. This nigga was knocked the fuck out. Hey, nigga, wake your ass up, bitch. Yo, Nina, appreciate you. One of them African motherfuckers, African mamas wouldn't slap that nigga there. Wake your ass up, motherfucker. I'm up. This motherfucker. Hey, don't be falling asleep on no African people, Biden. What's wrong with you, bitch? Nigga, Africans don't play that shit, nigga. Slap the shit out of you, Biden. So this nigga fell asleep on the Africans, trying to run from the Democrats. This nigga went to Africa and fell asleep on. Goddamn. He said, America had the money to give Africa because we're the richest country in the world. We have the money. How are you? Let me ask you something. If you are in debt, are you rich? If you let's say this. Let's say you make $1 million a year. Let's just say you make $1 million a year. But you spend $15 million a year. Are you rich? That's America. America makes $4 trillion a year. $4 trillion. $4 trillion. I think like $4.5 trillion a year. Gross GDP, whatever. Pretty good, right? $4.5 trillion. However, America spends like $10 trillion. But Biden says we the richest country in the world. When we owe motherfuckers money. What happened when you owe Don Corleone money? What happened when you owe Scarface money? They coming for their money. Nigga, you ain't rich. You better pay me my money, bitch. And then he also pardoned Hunter because of the new FBI, his nominee, Trump's new FBI nominee, Kash Patel. I don't know if y'all know about that dude. That's a crazy Indian motherfucker. Kash Patel is a crazy ass Indian motherfucker. When I mean crazy, I mean gangster. Kash Patel is gangster. He is non-establishment all day. He is non-establishment all day. He said, this is before he even was nominated. This was like a few months ago, or like at least about half a year ago, when he said, what would you do if he was hired for the FBI? This nigga said, I'd go in there and I'd shut the Hoover building down. I'm gonna shut the whole building down and send everybody in there to go solve crimes. I'm gonna shut the whole goddamn FBI building down. This nigga said, what the fuck you doing in here? He said, we got a whole bunch of people in here that's making money, that offices ain't even open. It's people who don't even work there and they just paying the seat. Like, meaning the office is open, like nobody's filled the office seat, but that seat gets money. The whole department, FBI, gets money for that seat. But nobody is filled in that seat. Nobody is in that position. But they have the position because the FBI gets money for that position. So, but if ain't nobody in that position, that means that position's money gets reallocated to the rest of the FBI, right? So, Kash Patel was like, fuck these niggas in the FBI. Fuck these niggas in the FBI. I'm about to go in there and smash on all of them. So, when when Biden heard that Kash Patel was the FBI nominee, that nigga was like, pardon me, pardon-moi. He had 50 million pardons. Pardon. This nigga, anyway, he can say pardon, because Kash Patel is coming. If y'all don't know who Kash Patel is, go YouTube Kash Patel on Ryan. What's the dude? Ryan. What's that dude? The Navy SEAL dude. Sean Ryan. Go. It's with a K. His name is with a K. He's Indian, so it's with a K. Kash Patel, K-A-S-H, Kash Patel. Go look up him. Look at his interview on Sean Ryan. He killed the FBI in that Sean Ryan interview. So when he did that, that's when Biden was like, nigga, we got to pardon everybody. He's like, fuck this shit. Nigga said, we gonna do a blanket pardon. We gonna do a blanket pardon, and we gonna preemptively pardon everybody. Like, preemptively, what you talking about? So he said he's doing a blanket pardon for everybody who's in Trump's crosshairs, mainly Fauci. He's doing Liz Cheney and some other people, but it's really Fauci. This dude is going to pardon Fauci for all the fuckery he did at the NIH. All the people this nigga allegedly affected, he took out. He about to get pardoned for that. That's crazy. And they're saying that they should do it because he's 83 years old and nobody wants to see an 83-year-old in jail. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I want to see it. If you are responsible for all the shit that you just did the last 4 years, and not even that, we can go back to the 80s and the AIDS thing. Excuse me, the AIDS thing. Again, he was the one going against Dr. Sebi when Dr. Sebi when he had to go to court because he said he could cure AIDS, and he put it, excuse me. He said he could cure AIDS, and he put it in a New York newspaper, and then they came after him and said he's not legally able to state that he can cure a disease. That was Fauci. That was Fauci that came after him. So Fauci been doing some fuck shit for a long time. And all the AZT that Fauci pushed in the 80s for AIDS, he knew that shit, what it was doing. So this nigga about to get pardoned. This is some bullshit. Universe, if you are any type of balance and harmony, this nigga should have some goddamn some flesh-eating crabs. This nigga should have a bout of flesh-eating crabs on his balls or something. It's like, nigga, you just can't do that much fuckery and then nothing happen to you. Come on, man. But he's getting pardoned. And excuse me. So then they're going to do, again, preemptive, when they said preemptive pardons, when they were talking about the preemptive pardon, and they said that the preemptive pardons for Trump's children were because they were guilty, but the people that Trump is going to preemptively pardon, it's not because they're guilty, it's because Trump's, his team or his cabinet has stated they want to come after Democrats. They have all the Democrats in their crosshairs for no reason. They just want to put all the Democrats in jail for no reason. He's going to come after everybody. He wants to throw black people in jail. He wants to throw women in jail. He wants to throw Democrats in jail. Why does he want to throw you? Why does he want to prosecute you if you didn't do anything? That makes no goddamn sense. Why would he want to come after you? He's trying to get revenge. He's trying to get revenge. Like, okay. So now, Democrats, nobody's taking them seriously at this point. Nobody's watching their shit. Nobody's listening to them. You got a bunch of Democrats flipping, jumping on. What's wrong with listening to Republicans, the red side, MAGA? Not Republicans, because MAGA is different than Republicans. So they like, what's wrong with listening to MAGA? We can listen. We can have a talk. We can sit down. We can have a beer. Like, okay, now you want to have a beer. Now you want to sit down and talk that your ass got dragged. You got drubbled on the field. Now you want to have a beer. Okay. So we'll see if the pardons go through, but it's some major fuckery right now. So moving along, Trump threatens Hamas. So again, Trump, Mr. Khazarian ball gargler. Trump is a Khazarian. I mean, this nigga is like, what do you call it? This nigga is a veteran. He's a veteran ball gargler. This nigga got stars. This nigga's a general in Khazarian ball gargling. He got stars. He got the fucking, he got the ribbons and shit. This nigga is a professional Khazarian ball gargler. But he said that he threatened Hamas with brutal hell if the new Khazarian hostages are not returned by the time he gets in office. Nigga said a brutal hell. Now, is he really gonna do that? I don't think so. Geminis, a lot of times, they say stuff, they talk a lot more than the stuff they do. Because they talk a lot. Not that they don't do the things that they say, but they say way more than the shit they do. So, I think it was a threat just like the tariffs was. But what he's leaving out is Hamas already tried to give up the debt. They already tried to do a deal for the hostages. And Netanyahu bitch didn't want to do it because he wants Gaza. So now it'll really be tested if Trump does get in there. See, I think this is Trump testing Netanyahu bitch. Because if Trump gets in there, because Trump does deals, if Trump gets in there and he sets up a deal with Hamas to say, okay, because Hamas wants their prisoners released from New Khazaria, out of their jail, what they call prisoners. They call them prisoners, but they're hostages that New Khazaria has in their prison that they just snatched up for no reason. Kids too. So that was the whole reason Hamas said they did October 7th, right? So they can get their hostages back. They want to take hostages so that they can exchange hostages with New Khazaria. So what if Trump sets up a deal where he says, okay, Netanyahu bitch, they want their hostages back. They'll give you your hostages. You give them their hostages. And then Netanyahu bitch is going to be on the hot seat. Because he's going to either have to go for the deal or say no. Now, if you say no, all you've been saying is you wanted the hostages back, right? That's all we've been hearing the whole time. We're going to bring hell to the people until we get our hostages back. Bring us our hostages. We want our hostages back. Bring us our hostages. Okay, here you go. Well, we didn't want them right now. We didn't want the hostages right now. Give us 5 years. Give us 5 years. Then we get the hostages back. We didn't say we wanted them right now. Like, nigga, you said you wanted them. Not right now. Hold on. We don't want them right now. Nigga, goddamn. Nigga, you didn't even let me finish writing out the plan. Shit, nigga, I'm still writing. Nigga, we want the hostages. Hold on. Yeah, it says that. The next line, in 5 years. Nigga, so you don't really want a deal then, huh, Netanyahu? I do. In 5 years. When we wiped out all of Gaza, and we got construction going on for the new settlers, then, yeah, give us our hostages back. We'll take them. So I think Trump is setting this up so that, now I don't know. I'm saying this is one of the things. I don't think he's doing it. I'm saying this is a possibility that he's setting it up to see how real Netanyahu is, because in the past he said Netanyahu is the one who doesn't want to deal. He said that. He said the one who doesn't want to make a deal with Palestine is Netanyahu. He said that. So I think he's going to set up a deal with Hamas and get them to release the hostages, and then see if Netanyahu going to take the deal. Because if Netanyahu don't take the deal, that means he's full of shit. Then he'll know really how to deal with Netanyahu after that. So we'll see. Hold on a second. So then did you see Trump went to, or what's his name, Trudeau went to dinner because he went to Mar-a-Lago to talk to Trump. I talked about this last week, how he went to Mar-a-Lago. Now it came out what happened at the dinner last week when Trudeau flew to Mar-a-Lago because he was going to offer the tariffs. We talked about the tariffs, and so the Mexican, what's her name? The Mexican president, the lady. So she not only broke up the caravan that was on their way to America when Trump threatened her with the tariffs. This week they even seized. She raided one of the cartels. She raided one of the cartels. What's the name? Well, what is it? One of their scores or whatever the shit was. So now she's actively going against the cartels, right? Okay. Okay, first you didn't want to do nothing. Now you raiding cartels? Okay, I see. Then Trudeau went to the dinner. And Trudeau went there to ask Trump. He was like, man, he was trying to talk him out of it. He's like, we can't afford, Canada can't really afford to pay 25% tariff on blah, blah, blah. He said, well, if tariff, because it costs America $100 billion a year, right? For the tariffs that they charge us, that all the different countries charge us. So it costs America $100 billion a year. So Trump told him, he said, nigga, if you have to rape the American people for $100 billion a year to maintain your country, maybe Canada should become the 51st country. And you be the governor instead of the country president. Nigga, Trump be gangstering off. He said, nigga, maybe Canada can become the 51st state of America then, bitch. And you be a governor and then not a president. If you can't run your country right, if you got to rob us for $100 billion a year, you don't know. All right. Trudeau was like, we're gonna tackle the border. Immediately, this nigga went home and started securing the Canadian border, the southern Canadian border. Like, Trump was laughing, but he wasn't playing. He's like, nigga, you want to be the 51st state? Then go ahead then, bitch. So, shit is getting done right now. Ever since this fool has just been elected as president, shit is getting handled at the moment. So, but he is a Khazarian ball gargler extraordinaire. This nigga does the coarse ball and the smooth ball. He does the coarse ball for breakfast and the smooth ball for dinner. That's Trump. Nigga's a gargler extraordinaire. But moving along, the Pentagon, still in some political news, the Pentagon, with a budget of $866 billion per year, just failed its 7th audit in a row. 7! How do you fail 7 audits in a row? Now remember, they failed the audit when they couldn't account for the $2.5 trillion. This is 2 years. This is 2 years ago. Year and a half, 2 years ago, they lost $2.6 trillion. Then, a while before that, when 9/11 happened, the day before 9/11 happened, Donald Rumsfeld was the Secretary of Defense. He went on and said, oh, we lost $2.5 trillion. The day before 9/11. And all the records of the money were stored in Building 7, ironically, that went down with no plane ever hitting it. Just a coincidence, right? So the Pentagon, again, has failed its audit, another audit. We don't know where the money went, guys. We have no idea. Money? What? God damn, bro. God damn, man. I got $1. What do you need? You need a sandwich? You need a Coca-Cola? Yes. I got a couple of dollars. Like, when you gonna pay me back? Man, kind of broke here, man. I need that money, man. I need that $2 back. Nigga, didn't we just give you $866 billion? I'm not talking about that. I need the $2 that I just loaned you. Can I get my $2? Like, kind of empty here, brother. My pocket's kind of bare. Like, $866 billion. We don't know what happened. Yeah. Sorry. So then Biden, not only that, Biden sent another $725 million to Ukraine. After not being able to account for the $866 billion that they just gave the Pentagon, another $725 billion is going to Ukraine. They're trying to disrupt and wreck everything that they can before Trump gets in there, so that he'll have the hardest time possible doing a good job. They're like, we about to give you the shittiest of shit worlds before we leave. We're about to set all the fires ablaze. We about to spend all the money. We about to shit in the pool. We about to go upstairs and piss in the bed. we about to throw ice cream in the fish tank. They're doing everything they possibly can. So, hold on. Everything they possibly can to wreck this shit. So, we'll see what happens when he gets in there, but this is all the bullshit that's going on beforehand. Then that's here. Moving along, in South Korea, did you see in South Korea, they instituted martial law in South Korea. Now, America runs South Korea, just so you were clear. South Korea is ran and owned by America, hands down. It's an American proxy. But they call the South Korean president or prime minister, or whatever they call him, this nigga instituted martial law without a vote. Because they have a parliament be able to vote on that shit. This nigga did no vote. And brought tanks. This nigga brought tanks into Korea. He said he was doing it because it would eradicate pro-North Korean forces. Apparently, he thought there was North Korean forces, pro-North Korean forces, inside the government working against him. So this nigga called he called martial law. He instituted martial law so that he could lock everybody down and put the government on hold while he sifted through who was the good people and who was the bad people. But you can't do that. You just can't institute martial law like that. So he bought tanks and shit into to Seoul, Korea. This is a major world city, y'all. Seoul, Korea is a major world city. Yo, get this dude out of here. Thank you. So, major city in the world, and you had military tanks rolling through there, smashing on people. You know, it looked like a mini Tiananmen Square. They was throwing shit at the tanks and shit. The army people was rapping people, was gathering people up. They was smashing. I mean, it was going crazy. Now, could that happen in America? Could that happen in America? Now, people believe it's going to happen with Trump. People believe it's going to happen with Trump. I think it was more possible if Kamala got elected. I think it was more possible if Kamala got elected. However, you got to be a realist, and Trump say he's about the freedom of the freedom and Constitution and all that shit, but he did on the sly say that we should get rid of the Constitution. Now, this is a point the Democrats use all the time. Trump wanted to get rid of the Constitution. Well, he did say that, but he said it because when he found out, or when he believed that the Democrats fixed the election, he was like, well, fuck it. If they gonna cheat, they ain't not gonna follow by the Constitution. Ain't nobody got to follow by the Constitution then. Fuck it, let's get rid of that bitch then. That's what he was saying. But then they took that part, not mentioning the other part, that he was saying this in contrast to the election being stolen by the Democrats. So, yeah, he did say it, but he was only saying if they're gonna cheat, then everybody can cheat. That's what he was saying. So, but will he institute martial law? Will Trump? Now, it could happen. It could happen. It damn sure can happen. Why can it happen? Because the bitchocrats, they are extremely emotional, feminine energy over there. You saw how they were protesting just with Biden, and this was a president on their side. What you think they're gonna do when Trump gets in office? But Trump ain't gonna have that shit. Trump will bring motherfuckers in to smash on you. So what's gonna happen when the first protests pop off and he has to smash on all the protesters? And there's gonna be Democrats. They're definitely gonna be the Democratic protesters. So what happens when he has to smash on all the Democratic protesters at some event against Israel or some shit like that? What's gonna happen? Trump, it's a high probability that Trump uses military forces. I'm just being honest. You can like the nigga all you want, whatever. Nick Trump is highly likely Trump will be using military forces because the DOD already gave it permission in their policy. The DOD rewrote their policy, we talked about this, to be able to use military force against the average civilian in domestic disputes. Then he's putting in the new head of the DOD, that Pete Hegseth dude. That motherfucker crazy. He believe in taking motherfuckers out in war and shooting, and that motherfucker's like that nigga like John Wayne on crack, on cocaine. So he believes in all that shit. So he'll have a Department of Defense head who believes, hey, let's smash on these bitches. So it's highly probable, not say likely, it's definitely probable that Trump, if some shit goes down with the Demo bitches when some protest against Israel or transformers or some shit like that, that it may have to happen. So the president, though, so this would happen in North Korea. So again, eventually, though, the people were able to outvote the martial law. And so the parliament overturned it. So the people, they went to some building, they gathered up all the parliament and went to some building and had a makeshift election or vote inside the building with that parliament. Because he shut down the building. He shut down parliament, right? So this nigga, they had to go find some other place to go vote, and they voted the martial law out of existence. But this is them testing this around the world to see how people react when they do stuff like this. So South Korea, let's see what they do first. Let's see what they do. Where else is they gonna pull this next? So America, get ready. Then Kim Jong-un of North Korea, he said he will launch a missile. This nigga said he will launch a nuke on South Korea without hesitation. He said, you fuck around if you want to, bitch. I will launch a nuke right up your ass, bitch. So now you got North Korea and South Korea getting ready to scrap. You got China and Taiwan getting ready to scrap. You got Israel, Lebanon, and Palestine scrapping. And then you got Russia and Ukraine scrapping. And then in Syria, the fucking rebels have taken over every fucking thing in Syria. Have y'all seen that shit? Shit is fucking crazy in the motherfucker right now, y'all. Shit's crazy as hell. And that's with democratic leadership in the world. So, goddamn. We'll see what's about to pop off, but if Trump can get in there and calm these fires down, you got to give him some credit for that shit. If he can calm all these fires down, China, Taiwan, Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Lebanon, and Hamas. Syria, over there. What he just said today or yesterday, we shouldn't intervene in Syria. So, because Obama said we should go to Syria. So Trump said, nah, we ain't fuck Syria. Because he just wanted to be opposite Obama. So, so now the world is in some crazy shit right now, y'all. When are the aliens coming? That's what I want to know. The aliens are on the way. That's all I'm saying. So moving along. Another one of their tactics to move us into there is the bird fleazy. We about to have it. The bird. It's coming. Or allegedly. Or the scare tactics are here. So the health authorities have called for a mandatory testing of the nation's raw milk supply for bird, can't put them together because, the algorithm in here. So, there's supposed to be some type of, just like a popular raw milk that people drink, but they're saying no raw milk. They're saying any raw milk, period. But it started with some type of popular raw milk. But so it says the United States Department of Agriculture, United States Department of Agriculture announced Friday that companies handling raw milk, which has not gone through bacteria killing measures called pasteurization, must collect and share samples of the product upon request. The measures, dubbed the National Milk Testing Strategy, is meant to identify which dairy herds are infected by Big Bird. Thank you. That's what I'm going to use. Thank you. Big Bird. Thank you, Terrence James. I needed another name for it. We're going to go with Big Bird. Thank you. So, to see, the dairy herds are infected by Big Bird, which has caused an outbreak among over 700 herds in 15 states. The illness has also sickened Americans, according to the CD, namely those who have worked on dairy farms and been exposed to infected animals. Arizona reported 2 most recent cases in poultry workers Friday. So this is according to the cat. It's in the milk. Now, we heard this a while before. I did reports on this some months before. Now they're trying to bring it back up again. They're trying to figure out the best tactic to not let Trump get in office. That's what they're trying to figure out, the best hand. They're trying to figure out, they pulling from the deck. They pulling from the deck. They looking for that royal flush. I got 3 of a kind, but that boy probably got 4 of a kind. Slide it back. Give me another card, dealer. They're looking for the best hand to not let Trump get in office right now. And they don't, is aliens, is bird fleazy, it's war, it's a fucking plethora of a bunch of fuckery that they're going through to see how not to let him in office. So we'll see. I think the aliens is the one that's going to work the best. Again, it was drones. They say it was some drones or something flying over Mar-a-Lago. Then a bunch of people, an airliner just almost ran into a UFO last week. And then another cat, they said they saw UFOs outside. I mean, there's UFOs all week this week. Did y'all see that shit? I didn't even report on it. There was so many UFO stories this week. I didn't even do one today. That's how many it was. It was like, goddamn, they're really trying to push the alien shit. So I still got my alien money in the pot. Who want to go? I say aliens by October the 6th. January the 6th. January 5th. They got to be before today. I say aliens by January the 5th. They're going to tell us. Aliens exist, and They probably trying to invade. I think by January the 5th. I might be wrong. I could be completely wrong. Totally on the, completely obviously wrong. I could be. I don't think so though. So moving along. Now the cat says there is one case, like I said, in a child in California. The child has mild symptoms. So they tried to scare you. They came out, a child, he's caught it. He's got it. Everybody run for your lives. And you're like, oh shit. And you running and shit. You, oh, they got it. And you're like, wait a minute. What happened? What actually happened to the kid? What's wrong with the kid? What are the symptoms? He has mild symptoms. Really? What are the mild? What do you mean mild? He has, get this. He has a severe case of sniffles. I mean, God damn it, man. Deadly case of the sniffles. Has that ever happened to you? Man, if you get a sniffle attack, man, you'll die. It's like, so, wait a minute. That's it? That's all he got? Is the sniffles? If you don't get your bitch ass out of here, wait a minute, it's a deadly case of the sniffles. You didn't hear me. You didn't hear me, man. It's deadly. Like, he can sniff so hard, he can just explode his brain. It's a real thing. Like, nigga, if you don't get your ass out of here. Yo, there's a bunch of y'all in here with your damn shoes on. Take your shoes off. Up in here with my in my dojo with your shoes on. That means hit the like button for new people. If you're new, please hit the like button. Take your shoes off in the dojo. Have a little class, please. Have some respect for the dojo. But damn. So, the child with a deadly case of the sniffles. It's deadly, man. It's deadly. You never heard of it? It's way out in Patagonia. It's something from Patagonia. It's Patagonian sniffles. Patagonian bird flu sniffles, man. You never heard of it? Yeah. It's coming. It's coming for all of us. Like, shit, goddamn. What do I need? What the fuck do I need? Well, first we got to get Trump out of office. That's the first thing we got to do. We got to get, once Trump is out of office, it'll just go away. It'll all good. That's it, man. That's the cure. Trump out of office is the pandemic cure. All right. Trump out of office. I got it. These niggas is crazy, y'all. Yo. Oh, sorry. All right. So, again, child has mild symptoms. They said they had low level of viral material detected. A low level, meaning like a hangnail worth of viral load. Like, nigga, not even, it's like, like, wait a minute, it wasn't even nothing in there. Nigga, are you sure that wasn't, what the fuck, that wasn't even no viral load. What the fuck was that? That wasn't no damn viral load, nigga, what the fuck? So, again, the second test showed, because they tested them the first time, right? They said the viral it's in there. We see it. It's, if you focus, it's right. Can you see it? It's right there. like I still don't see it. We're gonna test again. We're gonna test again. We'll just test it again. Okay. What are results? What are results? What are results of? Well, these tests they're complicated. They vary sometimes from kid to kid, from child to child, from situation to situation, from city to city, from Patagonia to wherever. So, I don't know if we need to talk about the second, what happened on the second test. We don't need to talk about that. The first test showed a tiny bit of viral load. Wait a minute. What happened on the second test? well, 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 according to our records, according to the test, it said negative, but I don't really believe. Wait a minute. The first time, remember, nigga had a deadly case of the sniffles, right? And they said they had a little piece of viral load. Little hair, pow, right? Viral load. They found it. So they tested him again and it came out negative. Nothing. Run for your lives! It's like, what the fuck? It's stealth bird flu. It has a cloaking device. It's still in there. You just can't see it. Like, wait a minute, nigga, you telling me the bird flu got the same technology as the Starship Enterprise? Huh? What the fuck? Okay. The virus has a cloaking device. He couldn't see it the second time. So then, again, they're gonna say they're gonna try to the Pandeezy trick before Trump gets into office. And also, this is to get RFK kicked out because he's against cupcakes, right? He's against, the jibbity jab. So, if they're asking him while when they're doing their confirmation of RFK, they can ask him now because this has been in the news. If a new event were to break out, as the head of HHS, Health and Human Services, as the head of Health and Human Services, will you allow the head of the NHS, because he's head of the NIH and FDA and CDC, all of that shit, right? So they'll ask him in his confirmation hearing, will he trust the word of the NIH on whatever needs to be done, because he's not a doctor. So he's going to say, you're going to have to trust the doctors at the NIH. So with you being anti-vaccine, will you, Mr. Kennedy, be able to trust the prestigious doctors, the doctors with more experience than you and anyone else in the world at the NIH? Will you be able to trust these people when they tell us to get a new experimental drug in our bodies? Will you be able to back that? Will you be able to co-sign that, sir? And he gonna have to say no. Well, there are reports of a new bird pandeezy, Mr. Kennedy. Are you saying if we were to have a breakout right now that you could not and you would not recommend what the NIH recommends to the people? You would not back that? You would not validate? They are gonna be in his ass about this shit because Peter Hotez, who was supposed to be taking the NIH job after Fauci, but it didn't work out that way because Trump got elected. But he said he was the Democratic go-to for the Pandeezy misinformation when Fauci ran and hid. Like when Fauci ran and hid, and you couldn't find that nigga no more when they was shitting on him, and they were asking like, where the hell is Fauci? This nigga went and did a goddamn this nigga did David Blaine. But so Peter Hotez was the next guy up. And he just said that America is going to have another Pandeezy the day after Trump gets inaugurated. The day after. What? Nigga, what crystal ball are you looking into? Not the day before. Not 2 days before. Not 2 days after the inauguration. But the day after Trump gets inaugurated, it's going to be another outbreak. Now, Does he know something that we don't know? Is he preparing us? Everybody? Was that a y'all better get ready type of shit? Or is this is he Nigadamus? He's a Cockadamus because he's Caucasian. He's Cockadamus. Does he know something? Being Cockadamus. I think he's actually Jew. He may be Khazar. Khazar-Adamus. Is he Khazar-Adamus? There's going to be another Pandisi the day after Trump is inaugurated. He picked it. January 21st, y'all. Mark your days down. January 21st, there's going to be a Pandisi. So, again, here come the fear tactics. Because with that coming out, moving along, still in this news, the House Select Subcommittee on CV-19 issues a report that basically states the conspiracy theorists were right. The conspiracy theorists were right all along about the Pandisi and the CV-19. Now, depends on what conspiracy theorist you're talking about. The conspiracy theorist of who said that it came from the lab, it came from the Wu-Tang. Came from the Wu-Tang lab. That's those people. They were the House. So this is the Congress. Congress had a committee that went and studied it, and the Congress came out with their report, and they said it came from the lab. Now, no shit. We knew that. We know it didn't come from no goddamn, no fucking genetically super modified bat, but or some bat hanging out. A bat was it? A bat was hanging out with a rat, a pangolin, a bat, a pangolin, and a rat, and a snake was hanging out at a bar. That's the goddamn. A black man, a white man, and a Chinese man was hanging out at the bar. That's that thing right there. So it was a bat, a pangolin, and an alligator was hanging out at at a fish bar, and the bat got infected somehow. So now we know. The House Subcommittee confirms that this conspiracy theorists were right all along. We knew this, but how convenient for them. It's 4 years later, 5 years later, almost 5 years later, after everything is back in full swing. Everything's back on track. Nobody's thinking about this anymore. Now we can tell you, hey guys, hey, the V was released from the Wu-Tang. Huh? I didn't say anything. Huh? Who said what? What? You said something? Did you? Oh, me? I didn't say anything. Like, I don't know who said what the fuck. Who said something? So now they told you. Now you can't say they didn't tell you. It's 5 years later, but they did tell you. It's 5 fucking years later, but they did tell you. So, but we already knew. Also what they said was all of the policies the federal and state governments implemented were not backed by any science. Now, Fauci kind of said that here and there. I consulted with the Chinese president before we did mask. What about the social distancing? Well, I was watching a movie, a great movie with Lawrence Fishburne. I mean, that's a fucking great actor, man. Lawrence Fishburne, Larry, what do you call it? Larry or Lawrence? What is he going by now? Larry or Lawrence? Well, whatever. In that movie, what was it called? It was Contagion? Yeah, that was a fucking great movie, man. In Contagion, he said 6 feet distancing, social distancing. I was like, fuck, goddamn, man, that was a great idea. That's how he got it. That's where he got it from. The movie Contagion with Larry Fishburne and the Bourne dude, the Jason Bourne dude. What's his name? Matt Damon. That's where they got social distancing, y'all. It was in a movie. So now the Congress came up and they found in their report that it had no science, no scientific background. So thank you for telling us 5 years later. Moving along, the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson, got popped in the middle of New York in broad daylight on Wednesday. Crazy. I know most of y'all seen the video by now. That's just crazy. I mean, now people saying, was he professional or was he not professional? The gun jammed, and he knew the gun jammed, and he was able to unlock it or unclog it really quick, which shows that he was a professional. He had a problem. I'm like, nigga, goddamn. So they said he had a silencer on the gun. Now there's no such thing as a silencer, you guys. There's no gun that silences a shot. It's called a suppressor. Movie call it a silencer. It's actually called a suppressor. It suppresses the combustion of the shot, but it doesn't silence it at all. So he had a gun that was called a suppressor gun, which they said, which was used by professionals. So they said if he was using that type of gun, then that would have showed that he was a professional. So it's an old gun too. Like, it's an old gun that assassins use, apparently, allegedly. So, and then when he got taken out, all the people were trying to say it was because he denied coverage during the Pandeezy. Now, I don't know if it was that, but I think it was a professional hit for something else, and they tried to make it look like it was a disgruntled client, insurance client, because United Health or whatever, them cats suck. They are the worst health insurance company in America, maybe the world, but there's no other health insurance companies really in the world. I mean, there are, but not as big as the ones in America, because everybody else got universal health care, right? So most of those private companies aren't as big as the ones in America. So with it being the biggest one in America, I would say it's probably the biggest one in the world. And their denials. So there's a list of people or insurance companies who do denials, and you know they got like Kaiser and all that, and Aetna and all these places. So the least amount of denials was like 7%. I forgot who that was. They do pretty good. 7% denials, kickbacks. That's pretty good. So you pay out 93%. That's pretty damn good. All the way at the bottom, who did the most denials at the bottom when that little bar was way out here. Everybody else's bar stopped right here. This nigga bar was way out here. It was like way out here for the most denials. This is everybody else. This is United Health. they deny almost 40%. Was it Kaiser? Okay, Kaiser. Fucking United Health be denying 30-something% of claims. Now, this goes back to one of my favorite movies of all time. This is a Mel, you already know, brother. Mel, did you put it in there? Mel already know. This is one of the greatest movies. Also dealing with Matt Damon. This is one of his first movies that he did. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you go see it. It's a great movie. No, not John Q. Come on, Tanisha. No, not John Q. The Rainmaker. It's called The Rainmaker, and it deals with a kid who just got out of law school, and he gets a client who has a dying son who denied an insurance claim. He had cancer or leukemia or something, and the insurance company denied the claim. And so this kid just out of law school who don't know shit about the legal system has to go take on this super huge ass, the #1 insurance company in the world or in America. And dope ass movie. Danny Glover's in it. John Voight, what's the little dude? Danny DeVito. Some other people in it too, man. It's a good ass movie. What's the dude name? Mickey Rourke. It's a damn good movie. And it's directed by Francis Ford Coppola, the same dude who directed The Godfather. Also born on April 7th, just my birthday, brethren. What up, Francis Ford Coppola? my April 7th brother. But real quick though, Thompson, this is probably why he was taken out. He backed a malicious AI. They just put in some type of AI. Hey, moving on, Mel. Aries Nation, mom. Aries Nation, fool. You know where you at. Aries Nation, son. But he backed an AI that maliciously denied 90% of patient coverage. So as a whole, the company denies 32 or 35% or something like that of claims. They implemented some type of AI that kicks back 90% of claims. It only lets through 10% of claims. So some lady went on Blue Sky, supposed to be the new Democratic Twitter, and she said, no wonder why we want these people dead. And so, which is kind of a veiled threat. You ain't supposed to do shit like that. So don't do shit like that. But I mean, everybody kind of came out in support of her. Like, like, I ain't saying go take nobody out, but I can see. Like, you know, it's hard not to understand why why it happened. You know what I'm saying? It was really hard not to understand why it happened. So apparently this dude, you know, you don't want to talk about people after they dead, but they was people piece of shit when they was living. They a piece of shit still when they gone too. And apparently he was a piece of shit, this dude. So karma's a bitch, especially after the Great Conjunction. Karma comes back on you fast. I warned you about this, about this a lot in the past. If you do anything now after this Great Conjunction, karma is super sped. Shit comes back fast on you. Because we're in the air age now. Again, remember, information, all of that shit travels fast in air. So you can't do shit today without it coming back on you so fast. So moving along, the new ICE report shows there are 58,000 criminal illegal immigrants living in New York City. When they mean criminal immigrants, they don't mean illegal immigrants. They mean illegal immigrants that came over here and committed crimes. Like robbery and rape and killing and all that shit. It's 58,000 in New York City alone. 58,000 criminal illegal immigrants. Meaning people who have committed 58,000 cats who have committed crimes in New York that are illegal immigrants. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. And Biden and Harris did this shit. Nobody wants to go to New York no more. So now they're saying so New York City though is paying a Pakistani-owned hotel $220 million to house illegal immigrants. 220 million. So look. So what that means is the hotel is here in America, in New York. It's owned by the Pakistani government. So that America is paying the Pakistani government $220 million to house illegal immigrants in our country. in our country, not their country. In America, you paying another government to house illegal immigrants, people who shouldn't be in your country. Conceptual Elixirs, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the Cash App. Everybody don't forget to hit the Cash App today. Appreciate you guys. I know I'm not eating chicken shawarma, but I'm eating chicken of the wood shawarma. So go ahead and give me a chicken of the wood shawarma donation. Appreciate you. Or if you want to donate to the Know Your Rights Foundation, because things that we're doing over there, it costs money to keep the lights on over there, to keep the platforms going, that we have all the information on, that we have the students on the virtual platforms that you guys learn on. So if you want to donate, help us out over there, go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org, hit the donate button over there. We appreciate you guys. Anything that you can give, we appreciate it. Thank you guys. And I appreciate the chicken shawarma and broccoli shawarma donations too. Appreciate y'all. So, but that's your money. So that's your money. going to a foreign government to house illegal immigrants in your country that's stealing your resources. Tell me how fucked up that is. Tell me how messed up that is. Again, you, the taxpayer, if you're still paying taxes, you are paying a foreign government to house illegal immigrants in your country that you can do for free. You can do it for free here. Or very little money. Not for free, but not as much money as 220 million. To house illegal immigrants in your country that are here to take your resources. So they're taking your money to be housed, clothed, fed, and housed to then go and take your resources. This shit is insane. And you're just supposed to bend over and take it. Take it, motherfucker! Banana in the tailpipe! It's like, I don't go for no banana in my tailpipe. You got to say it like him. Look here, man. I don't go for no banana in my tailpipe. That's you ever see Beverly Hills Cop? He said he walked up to the black cop. He said, "Oh, so you the second team?" "Yeah, and we're not gonna fall for any banana in the tailpipe." He said, "And you're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe?" He said, "Look here, man. You've been hanging out with this dude too long. You're supposed to say it like this. Look here, man. We ain't going for the banana in my tailpipe." So that's what America's doing to you. Banana in the tailpipe. You better tell them like Eddie said. Look here, man. Ain't going for no banana in my tailpipe. So that's what they're doing to Americans. American slaves. So then Eric Adams, he's now open to working with the new border czar, to round up illegal immigrants in New York. Remember, Eric Adams is like, come one, come all. Come everybody. We want you all here. Come to me. Come my people, my illegal immigrant people. Come to me. This nigga was calling him like he was fucking he was in the Ben movie calling rats. he was the what's his name, Willard in the Ben movie. He calling them rats. Come to me. Come my rat people. This nigga, you can't be calling all the damn illegal immigrants. That's why you got 58,000 criminals in New York right now. Because his dumb ass was come. Now all of a sudden, hey, too many of you motherfuckers. Oh, stop. Goddamn, motherfucker. Goddamn, I didn't mean all you motherfuckers. Too late, Eric Adams. So now, this nigga is crip walking to the Republican side. Did anybody see Eric Adams? Did y'all see what's happening? Eric Adams is like, the Democratic Party is destroyed. They have no power at this point. Let me. Hey, Republicans, what y'all got going on over here, baby? What's happening? This nigga is just start crip walking over to the Republican side. Because he don't want to go to jail. This nigga don't want to go to jail. So he like, hey, baby. This nigga doing the hibbity hop, the sloopity slip. Like, let's do it. Hey, I understand, Eric Adams. You is like, nigga, jail. Fuck jail, bitch. I ain't going to jail. I ain't going to jail. So then, moving along, that's hilarious. Eric Adams is funny as shit. But really quick though, he is everything they ask him about Trump now. He defend Trump. He defended Trump. He defended the border. Everything you're doing at the border. He defended everything. That nigga Eric Adams is hilarious, right? I see what you're doing, Eric Adams. Hey, nigga, I ain't mad at you, my nigga. So then, moving along, a Missouri lawmaker has introduced a controversial bill. Now, this is off the chain. Everybody, tell you right now, I don't know why this bill is controversial. This bill is controversial to the woke-ass Democrats on this side. We need to do everything in our power to get this bill passed. Let me tell you what this bill is. A Missouri lawmaker has introduced a controversial bill that would establish a bounty hunter program to turn in undocumented immigrants or illegal immigrants. They say undocumented. They just changed the word illegal to undocumented. They so full of shit. Illegal, bitch. So, Senate Bill 72, sponsored by Representative Dave Gregory, aims to incentivize Missourians to identify and detain individuals believed to be in the state illegally. I'm moving to Missouri because you know what they gonna give? The bill proposes a $1,000 reward for each illegal immigrant apprehended. Nigga, we going to Missouri. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Nigga, I'm on the road. $1,000 per nigga. Per Fernando. Per Mbutu. Per Hector. Per Yanislav. Because you know we got some Yanislavs over here from Ukraine. Where you at, Yanislav? Perkarov? With Petrovikov? We got some Petrovikovs over here. We know you bitch ass niggas over here. I'm rounding up everybody. $1,000 per person. If this bill gets passed, watch how many niggas move to Missouri. If this bill get passed, Missouri is going to be the biggest, the most populated state, nigga populated state of all time. Missouri is mostly white right now, right? Missouri is going to become the blackest state you ever seen in your life if they pass this bill. Niggas is going to be posseing up and shit. Oh, man, this is about to go down. They about to create bounty hunter posses and shit. Now, again, you don't have to engage with the immigrant. You just have to be like, oh, they over there in the building on 35th and 7th, boop, boop, on 35th and Marcy or some shit like that. Okay, if they go over there and they able to arrest them, you get $1,000 per person. So if it's like a building of them, if it's a building of them bitches, if it's like 15, 20 of them bitches in there, nigga, what? Oh, yeah. Shout out to Missouri. It also outlines measures to restrict the rights of illegal immigrants, such as being prohibited from voting in any election. That's not bad. Receiving any permit or license to drive. Good, because you niggas is always running over shit. Receive any public benefit and becoming a legal resident of the state. Hey, I don't see anything wrong. I don't see nothing wrong that he just placed. I don't see nothing wrong with a bounty hunter. This is about to be off the chain. The bill proposes that the Department of Public Safety create a system for citizens to report suspected violations of immigration law, all on the taxpayer's dime. Legal experts have expressed serious concerns about the bill, arguing that it could lead to racial profiling and discrimination. Yep, it sure is. Hey, look here. If Hector was born in America, sorry. Sorry, my nigga. You speaking Spanish over there, my nigga. I caught a little Spanish coming out of you over there. I didn't know, my nigga. Sorry, Hector. Hey, what you want? What you want? You buy you some chilakis? What you want? You want some taquitos? All right, nigga, thanks. Just stop tripping. Buy Buy you some taquitos, my nigga. Stop tripping. But if Hector ain't born in America, you getting paid in Missouri. And I fuck with it all day. Take me a couple of trips to Missouri. Take me 2 trips to Missouri twice a year. What? For about a week, 1 week, twice a year? Just go bounty hunting? Bounty scrolling? Oh yeah, it's off the chain. So, shout out to Missouri. I'm coming. Moving along. So some cat in the comment last week, or one of the weeks, they left I forgot which week it is, because I don't remember the shit that I be saying. But one of the comments, he said that I be cooning for white people because I say good things about white people sometimes. So I'm cooning for white folks, y'all. I'm a coon. I should have worn my coon Cajun shirt. Y'all should have worn my coon Cajun. I'm a coon Cajun, y'all. You're a coon Cajun, boy. How dare you come out here and say good stuff for these white folks, boy. You are a red, black neck coon Cajun. You a purple neck coon Cajun. Like, nigga, what? Oh, I didn't know it was against the law, the black rules, to say good stuff about white folks. Sorry. I didn't know I violated the black constitution. Like, nigga, what amendment was that? What article was the coon article? Hey, nigga, it's right under Article 4.7. Thou shalt not coon. Coon is not coon for white people. This right here, boy. Right here. Like, Deotis Dixon, appreciate you. Are you cooning? Are you cooning, Deotis? You giving money to a coon. Huh? You can't be cooning for me, Deotis. Is that how you say your name, boy? I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Deotis? Is it Deotis? So, apparently, I be cooning because I'm not a racist. You ain't racist? How the hell you ain't racist, boy? Or was it because I said that black people, melanated people, are just as racist, if not more racist sometimes, than Caucasian people? And I stand on that. Wait a minute. Get it how we live it. 10 toes in, I be standing on business. So, big stepper, underground method. So, I'm standing on that. I done heard a bunch of niggas talk crazy about white folks all the time. I've heard it. Hey, we talked about the wet dog thing. When I said white people, y'all, how melanated people talk about how white folks smell like wet dogs, all of y'all put in there, they do. That's true. It's real. I went back over the live stream the next day, I looked in here, all of y'all put in there, it's true. They do. For sure. They do. Look, Chaz G. I mean, look at Chaz G right now. I mean, this what you doing, Chaz G? Like, hey, Papa Crow, come on. He said they do. You heard it, but we not acting on it. He says they don't all though. Lots of black people don't smell like chicken either. See? What if they said all niggas smell like chicken or watermelon? And then you begin, they do! Bubba, they do! They all smell like watermelon! I was over there and I was in the store the other day and this motherfucking nigger, he came near me and I was like, oh shit, there's a nigger. Goddamn boy, are you an endangered species around here? We don't never see people like you around here. Oh, okay. Oh, you need to get you. Oh, my bad. I didn't know if I was standing in your way, boy. There you go, boy. Oh, goddamn boy, you smell like chicken, boy. Oh, I'm just, hey. What if this nigga just, oh, goddamn boy, you smell like chicken? I mean, no, that don't work. It don't work. If you say it about them, it don't work. They say it about you. So I guess I'm cooning. Because I don't want people to shit on each other racially and everything. You know, I want everybody to be together. I want everybody to come together. Be together like this. Come together. You my brother. I'm your brother. You my brother. Let's go out and let's go to the club. You river dance, and I'll river dance. You hip hop dance. We'll bring them together. We call it river hop. How about that? We call it river hop. Let's do a new dance. It's called river hop. Like, nigga, it's gonna be the new thing. River hop is gonna be the new best thing, everybody. So moving along. Coon Cajun right here. I'm gonna say, I got a Coon Cajun shirt, but I'm gonna get me one. Say, hey, Coon Cajun here. Here lies the Coon Cajun. So moving along, Skittle news. He said, you sound just like one of them. That's because I am one. I am one, R. Hill. Is that how you pronounce your name? Is R. Hill? Is it Hill or Hell? Because I don't know. I don't want to do hell because I'm a Christian. I'm a good Christian brother. So moving along, the U.S. Supreme Court, in Skittle news, the U.S. Supreme Court deliberating in Texas and Tennessee law. They're deliberating Texas and Tennessee law that bans gender-affirming care for children. He said, "Batty boy news." He said, "Batty boy news." So the Supreme Court, they're deliberating. And hopefully they'll get the right verdict. So Tennessee and them banned child affirming care. And the court is like, well, let's hear the arguments. And the one lawyer for the transformer side is a transformer. The first transformer lawyer to ever argue in front of the Supreme Court. So that they did that. Apparently, so it's a dude. It's a girl who who. I don't know if you ever seen this motherfucker. There's no way that you would think that this is a dude if you looked at him, especially when the motherfuckers start talking. You'd be like, God damn. So it's a girl who transformed into a dude and don't look nothing like a dude. I mean, he got the mustache and everything, but you could tell. It looked like a woman dressed up in a Halloween costume. That's what that person looked like. A woman dressed up in a Halloween costume. And so they argued the case. They were basically saying that gender affirming care is constitutional right because those characteristics are inherent. So they have a right to what is it? What's the word? A right to care that's beneficial to their inherent characteristics, right? Meaning like, I was born like this, right? Whatever. So then one of the judges come up and said, okay. Inherent characteristics, like unchangeable. You were born like this is the way you are, right? What about non-binary people, gender fluid people? Do they have inherent characteristics, or because if they're valid in this thing and they can go back and forth between this gender fluidity, then that would shit on your case, basically, right? That it's an inherent characteristic that needs to be protected by the Constitution. Meaning it's a choice that you can make, right? If you're gender fluid, and they were like, hold on, Judge, let me go through my notes real quick. Hold on, Judge. This nigga start punching keys. One more minute. Oh. Well, ChatGPT says, like, wait a minute, ChatGPT? Is you using ChatGPT to argue this case? No, Your Honor, not at all. Hold on. ChatGPT, if people are gender fluid, can they still be inherently gay or transformer? Hold on, Your Honor. It's like, motherfucker, you should have had an answer for that immediately. If it's an inherent characteristic that can't be changed, then how do you have gender fluidity? let me hear you. I can't hear you. That shitted on their whole case. That shitted on their whole case. That right there. Because their whole case is based off of inherent characteristic. So it should be constitutionally protected. So if it's not an inherent characteristic, no constitutional protection. So that shit was hilarious. Then Ketanji Brown Jackson. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with that chick. The one who couldn't say what a woman was. She couldn't define a woman when she was getting interviewed. Going through the interview process to be Supreme Court. So she claimed that lack of gender affirming care for children was like racial marriage discrimination. Racial marriage discrimination. Not letting kids receive puberty blockers, man-made chemicals to block all they bullshit. Is like racial discrimination. Racial marriage discrimination. Because she pulled up the Loving case from the 60s. You know, the Loving where the black chick was married, the sister was married to the white dude. So she pulled that case up. She said, isn't this very similar to Loving? And when blah, blah, blah. No! It's not inherent. Like, no, this ain't similar. Like, you children getting child affirming care is similar to racial discrimination? Okay. That's crazy. Then Sonia Sotomayor, she compared the side effects of puberty blockers to the side effects of aspirin. Just like aspirin. Right, guys? Aspirin? Bitch, are you insane? Like, is it like aspirin? She was like, well, there to think that, things that we create, medicines that we create, are to have no side effects is just unrealistic, because as we were coming out with different medicines in the past, and aspirin had many side effects, and so we got past aspirin. Aspirin is now a thing that we all use, and blah, 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 blah. Like, bitch! Did you say aspirin, bitch? Did you say motherfucking 2 Bear is like going to cut off your goddamn, your period or your sperm production in your body? It's the same thing. The side effects are the same thing. This is absolutely nuts. I don't know how the hell these people. Aspirin. Just take 2 puberty blockers and call me in the morning. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, 2 puberty blockers. Down it with some, down it with a little, probiotic soda, because they might mess your, could have some effect on your stomach. So take some probiotic soda. Very good for you. And then, you call me in the morning. Got it. 2 puberty blockers. Probiotic soda. Call you in the morning. Got it. Got it. Like, nigga, she is full of shit. So then the ACLU, they jumped in. The ACLU, this is the attorney, couldn't remember her name, but the attorney doing the arguing, the transformer attorney, is an attorney for the ACLU. They're the ones who bought the case. The ACLU bought the case against the states, right? So, while arguing the case, the transformer had to admit this in front of the Supreme Court, which basically, to me, this shit killed the whole argument. It said that there is no evidence that child sex changes help prevent suicide. She had to admit it. There is no evidence that what they call gender affirming care, child sex changes, and all the rest of that shit help prevent suicide. She had to admit it. If I'm the judge, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Bitch, I'm going to lunch. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Get the fuck out of my goddamn courtroom. Call the goddamn Philly cheese. Give me a Philly cheesesteak. We going to recess. Like, check that shit is adjourned. I'd adjourn the goddamn courtroom so fast when she said that. Wait a minute, what the fuck are we doing here? If the person can wait, the whole point of you getting this as a kid is that it's supposed to kill you, right? You can't do it. It's such an effect mentally on you that you want to kill yourself. However, the evidence you just said in front of the Supreme Court is that gender-affirming care or sex changes has no evidence that it prevents suicide. None. Okay. We're out of here. You're leaving? You're coming with me? We going to lunch together? Okay, yeah. They're talking to the other justices and shit up there. Nigga, you going to lunch? Oh, yeah. What are you getting? What are you getting? You getting the crab legs? Oh, yeah. Oh, the crab legs are fucking awesome now. Yeah. I thought I told you to get the fuck out of my courtroom, girl. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to lunch. I'm not. Get the fuck out of here. We're going to. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. That was so fucking good last time. Like, we ain't even listening to you, girl. Get your ass out of my courtroom. What the fuck? Why are we here? I don't even understand why they're still deliberating on it, honestly. I think Monday they're going to have an answer. They should be deliberating this weekend. I don't know if they need to hear any more arguments, because once she said that, it should have been over. That shit should have been the end of the goddamn case. Like, what are we doing here? So, keep an eye out for that. Moving along, police in Moscow are raiding gay clubs and then making them sign up to the army to go to war to Ukraine. Oh, this is fucked up, man. Did y'all see the video? Oh, nigga, y'all gotta go. Please go YouTube the video of this nigga in the club. He got his in his under. This nigga dancing and shit. And the nigga, boom, break. And them motherfuckers coming there raiding everybody. Nigga, get this nigga on the ground. Then the next shot was them niggas sending this nigga to the government to go to war. Let me tell you right now, if I'm in war, if I'm in the military, nigga, don't you go raid no fucking gay club and bring me a motherfucking nigga to protect my life that was on the stage doing this. Nigga, No. Don't you? Nigga, what he gonna be doing with the gun? He gonna be, hey guys, you never seen a gun do this, have you? Back it up. I said fucking back up, man. Like, nigga. Like, I'm out of here. I'm de-enlisted. Like, I'm out. I'm going to finish my damn dream as a bakery shop owner. I'm out of here. Did you say soy soldier? Ross Bay says soy soldiers, not toy soldiers. Nigga, no. Sorry. I do not want, not that gay people can't shoot guns. Ain't nobody saying that shit. But if you was on the stage doing this a week before you get on the battlefield, you ain't trying to fight, nigga. You ain't about scrapping. You ain't got the killer mentality, nigga. You had glitter on last week, nigga. You was doing the glitter shuffle last week. Now you trying to shoot niggas? I don't want this nigga on the fucking field with me. Fuck that shit. So, and then the police said they said they were doing it because they were spreading gay propaganda. That was the reason that they were rounding them up, because they were spreading gay propaganda. Propaganda. But then, the real reason is they ain't got nobody to fight in the war no more. I mean, they just got some North Korean soldiers They just got a bunch of North Korean soldiers, but they don't got no more Russians. They got no more actual Russians to fight in the war, so they got to go snatch niggas off the street and put them in war. This is crazy. And that's who they snatching. If I'm in Ukraine, am I tripping? If I get this report that Russia had to go raid the gay clubs for soldiers, if I'm Zelensky, who's probably one of them niggas who was up in the club in the back room and shit back in the day, he was one of them motherfuckers. How scared are you gonna be of the of the new soldiers? Just saying. How scared are you gonna be of the new soldiers? You said makes sense. Their birth rate is down. Oh yeah, everybody's birth rate is down. Population control. So that shit was hilarious. Moscow, they straight gangster as hell. Robbing gay people. They kidnapping gay people to throw them in the war. That's just crazy. So moving along, still in Skittle news. Hold on a second. So still in Skittle news, a town in Ontario, Canada, is fined $15,000, for refusing to celebrate Pride Month. The mayor was forced to undergo human rights training because they didn't want to fly the pride, the rainbow flag, the Skittle flag. The city got fined $10,000. So basically, this is the story. The small town of Emo, Ontario, and its mayor, Harold McQuaker, have been fined a collective $15,000 for deciding not to celebrate Pride Month or fly the rainbow flag. So this was in 2020, though. This was in 2020. They just now finding them now, this week. It's crazy. So they did it back in 2020. They just now finding them this week. It says the Human Rights Tribunal of Ontario handed down the ruling late this month. Or I guess it was last week. Or whenever November, the last week of November, they did it. So the town is being fined $10,000 while McQuaker had his own $5,000 fine tacked on. He was also ordered to, ordered alongside the Canadian, CAO, something, I forgot, I don't know what the CAO is, to complete human rights training. That was the Canadian Administrative Office or something like that? I don't know. But to complete human rights training is basically what they sent Jordan, what is his name? Jordan Peterson? They sent Jordan Peterson through that when he wouldn't say the pronouns of his clients or whatever, or his students or whatever. So it says the issue began when Borderland Pride, which describes itself as a, goddamn, they got, let me see if I can do this. P32, 47, 21, 92, hut. That's what they have here. They have 2SLGBTQIA+. That's literally what they got here. They describe themselves as a number 2 SLGBTQI. Just get all the goddamn, just get the whole alphabet. Shit. 2SLGBTQ. What the fuck? What is that? Slingback Kia? Slingback Kia? I don't know what the hell. So their pride organization requested Emo declare June as, or the city of Emo declare June as Pride Month and fly its little alphabet flag for a week. So the city didn't want to fly this organization's pride flag. They had whatever little flag they had, and the city like, no, we ain't flying that shit. Fuck out of here, nigga. Like, fuck on out of here. Close my door, nigga, when you leave office. So he left the office and they went out and they tripped. So the council in 2020 voted against doing that. And the organization's director, Daniel Judson, could could only conclude it had everything to do with sexual orientation and gender identity issues attached to pride. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. You're not going to fly our flag because you hate us. You fucking hate us. You discriminate against us. You just don't want us alive. That's why we can't be put above on a pedestal above everybody else in town. That's why we can't be praised above everyone else. You hate us. Why else would we couldn't have our own parade around here above everyone and show that we're better than you motherfuckers? Because you hate us. Like, nigga. Because we don't want to put you above on a pedestal and elevate you above the whole society. We hate you. Okay. So Mayor McQuaker noted, however, that by making a special honor for one sexual orientation, you're actually discriminating against the others. See? Right there. Just what I said. There's no flag being flown for the other side of the coin. Boom. There's no flag being flown for straight people, he said. Yeah, that part. No flag being flown for straight people. So, but if we don't fly one for the rainbow Skittles, fucking, we just hate y'all motherfuckers. Okay. We're discriminating. That's insane. Now the article says, although this is true, apparently the tribunal pinpointed the comment as demeaning and discriminatory. So they do admit that putting out the pride thing and not putting out the other thing does, elevate and put somebody else above another. But no, it had to be because you were discrimination. It had to be because of discrimination. That's true. Yeah, that what you said is true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we know. We get that. Yeah, but you're just a fucking hater. You're just a fucking hater, man. You're just a fucking hater. You just hate me because I'm colorful. You hate me because I'm free and colorful. You hate me because I'm fiery, free, and colorful. How many shits you gonna keep adding on there? I'm fiery, free, and colorful. They hate us because of it. Like, nigga, no. So, $15,000. This shit is about to leave, though. Once Trump gets in office and all of this woke shit starts going to the wayside, like all the DEI programs that are falling to the wayside right now, all this shit is going that shit is done. All this shit is about to be done. So, sorry, Canada. Oh, Canada. Moving along. Capitol Police arrest Chelsea Manning. You know who Chelsea Manning is. Chelsea Manning is was the dude who was in the military and released the files, was the whistleblower and released the files to Edward Snowden. And so then talking about the military and all the bullshit that the military was doing, right? So Edward Snowden put it out, put it out. So instead of answering for all the bullshit that they were doing, Barack Obama arrested the dude, Chelsea Manning, and had him thrown in jail because Chelsea Manning exposed all his bullshit. So he was like, you can't do that. Fuck you doing? Go to jail. Take this motherfucker to jail. Like, damn, nigga. Nah, you ain't gonna answer for all the bullshit you're doing. No, let's not do that. Let's cover it up some more. And then what they do to Edward Snowden, they made him persona non grata. They kicked him out of the country. So Chelsea Manning and more than a dozen others the Capitol Police arrest Chelsea Manning and more than a dozen others after transgender bathroom protest. Now, we talked about that chick, Nancy Mace, how she was instituting a bill. She wanted a bill to not let transformers into ladies' bathrooms in the Capitol building. So apparently, this fool and a bunch of other crazy dumbasses, they went, a bunch of dudes, playing dress up. They went inside the ladies' bathroom in the Capitol building, protesting. So it says more than a dozen transgender activists, including notorious military intelligence leaker Chelsea Manning, were arrested Thursday after storming a women's restroom inside the U.S. Capitol complex. The activists were protesting a new rule unveiled by House Speaker Mike Johnson last month, requiring individuals to use single-sex facilities that correspond with their biological sex. So this happened after Nancy Mace made a big stink of it. So the House leader, Mike Johnson, he went and just instituted a policy. He was like, we don't even have to do a bill. We can just do a policy. So it doesn't even have to pass. We just do a policy. No dudes, no chicks with dicks in the ladies' bathrooms. So then approximately 15 people, approximately 15 people were arrested for DC Code Section 22-1307, crowding, obstructing or incommoding? What does that mean, y'all? Look that word up. Hold up, let me look this word. It says incommoding. Does anybody know what that word means? Incommoding. Incommoding means, hold on. Incommode, inconvenience. It means to inconvenience. Okay, that was a word. I'm a wordsmith. I didn't know that word. So to incommode means to inconvenience. Okay. So obstructing or inconveniencing, or for illegally protesting inside the Cannon House office building. A Capitol Police spokesperson told the Post, noting that Manning was one of the arrestees. So there's some shit going on at the Capitol building. They trying to get chicks with dicks into the ladies' bathrooms. It's a fight, y'all. It's a battle. It's a battle. They gave the alphabet crew, the alphabet letter crew, whatever they want to call them, they gave them way too much rope in this administration with all of that stuff. They let all of it be put mainstream to make let these people think that, oh, this shit is real. I'm sane. Nigga, I'm sane when I want to go and beat the shit out of a woman as a dude. All I got to do is put on a skirt and a bra and a blouse, and I'm in the game. I can go beat up a chick. Nigga, that's some shit you got going up here. But they made it mainstream, and so now it's going to be hard to put the cat back in the bag. You can't put the cat back in the bag, in the box, or wherever the hell you put it. It's hard to do that now because you've given them power. They've tasted power. And you think they're going back? Fuck out of here. They're not doing that. So it's a battle, and we got to stay vigilant, in the battle, y'all. So moving along, in the science and the weird, a secret Pentagon study hints at reincarnation being real after finding consciousness never dies. The Pentagon is telling you consciousness never dies. Why is the military doing studies on consciousness after death, everybody? That's what I want to know. Why is the Pentagon doing studies on consciousness after death? Oh, okay. Nobody know? Okay. So it says, a study conducted by U.S. Army Intelligence is studying consciousness after death, people. Why? Again, a study conducted by U.S. Army Intelligence has suggested that reincarnation is real because consciousness never dies. Entitled Analysis and Assessment of the Gateway Process, the 29-page report was drafted by U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel Wayne M. McCondle. This was in 1983, y'all. Holy shit. And declassified. It was classified. So he released it in 83. They classified it. And then it was declassified by the CIA in 2003. Okay. The Pentagon and the CIA are classifying information that tells you your consciousness never dies. Okay. They don't want you to know that. Why is that fucking top secret? Can somebody tell me why is that top secret? Why is that classified? And then it didn't even come to light until 20 years later. They classified it for 20 years. So then it says the research has resurfaced on social media with Chicago-based comedian Sarah Holcomb summarizing the findings, saying, "We're pretty sure reincarnation is real." That's what they said in the findings. We're pretty sure reincarnation is real. So if they think reincarnation is real, are they tracking prominent people's consciousness after they pass to see where they might reincarnate? Somebody tell me, are they doing that? Because I don't see why not. If I just came up with it in this goddamn chair right now, you think them motherfuckers didn't come up with that shit? We're going to track a person's consciousness to see where it reincarnates. Now, the Buddha niggas have been doing this shit forever with the goddamn Dalai Lama. Don't tell the Buddhist motherfuckers. The Buddhist niggas gonna be like, whoo, goddamn, you got any new information, motherfucker? Because, I'm about to kick you out the door right now, nigga. You got any new information? The Buddha's been knowing this shit. Like, goddamn, nigga. What we doing? What we doing later on? Continue. I'm listening. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, consciousness after death. Yeah, go ahead. So what you doing after? Yeah. I'm not saying I was listening. God damn it. Go. Yeah. What you doing? You want to go? Yeah, you want to go get that? You want to get them samosas? Oh, what you want? You want samosas? And they that motherfucking tiki masala. Oh, that shit was good as fuck at that restaurant, huh? Oh shit. What the tandoori? I said I was listening. Shit. Go. Like, nigga, I don't think you're listening, sir. I don't think you're listening. Yeah, reincarnation. We know this shit, motherfucker. You see the Dalai Lama, motherfucker? This nigga been living for 8,000 years. this nigga right here, little nigga right here, he been living 8,000 years. Nigga, goddamn, you ain't telling us nothing new. The Dalai Lama, every time the new one is born, they bring a nigga old Dalai Lama shit, and they sit it in front of the kid, and they have him read, and they have him reach for the toys. And if he reaches for the same toys that the old Dalai Lama used to play with, oh, nigga, you the new nigga. That's you. That's how they do it. you reach for the old toys. Go watch, what was that movie with Brad Pitt, y'all? When he was in what was it, 1,000 Years in Tibet or some shit? What was the name of that damn movie? 100 Years in Tibet? Something like that. Something about some years in Tibet, I think. What is it? Tibet, don't give a shit. They both Buddhists. They both Hindus and Buddhists. They do Hindus and Buddhism. Shit. 7 years in Tibet. Thank you. All that shit come from the same shit. Them niggas come from the same thing. The Hindus went over to China. That's where they got a lot of their shit, from the Hindus. Same shit. Sorry. So it says, the research has my bad. Consciousness is energy and it exists outside of our, this is what she's reading from the report. This is a quote. This has quotes around it. Consciousness is energy and exists outside of our understanding of reality. Paraphrasing Holcomb paraphrasing the page of 19, Sarah Holcomb said, paraphrasing page 19 of McConnell's Army Intelligence Report, and Energy Never Dies. The mind-bending official Pentagon study was commissioned to better understand what its Army intel colleagues were doing, sending personnel to a small institute in Charlottesville, Virginia, that was working on the Gateway experience. The then secretive Gateway project, based to McConnell's analysis, was a training system designed to bring enhanced strength, focus, and coherence to alter consciousness. From there, Gateway's ambitious goal was to shift the practitioner's consciousness outside the physical sphere so as to ultimately escape even the restrictions of time and space. This is the experiments the Pentagon is doing, y'all. On consciousness outside of the body, transversing time and space. But Jesus, Lord Jesus, give us Jesus died for our sins. Lord Jesus, have mercy. Hold it the Bokasha. Hold it the Bokasha. You better get your hold of the Bokasha on, nigga. Don't be worried about this goddamn report over here. You hold it the Bokasha. Yeah. Hoda is Hoda the Boko Sha. Yeah, nigga, put it together. Let's sound it out. Hoda the Boko Sha. Hoda the Boko Sha. That's how you praise him. Hoda the Boko Sha. Don't worry about that report over there. Like me, consciousness ain't got nothing to do with God. Consciousness ain't got nothing to do with God. God is over there. Consciousness is over here. So God ain't got nothing to do with consciousness. And that's real. Your external perception of God, meaning your external personification of God, has nothing to do with consciousness. So moving along, the Pentagon knows that we're gods, basically, and they trying to hide it. They've been hiding it for 40 goddamn years. So moving along, researchers warn a food ingredient unique to America turbocharges cancer. So eating a specific type of sugar can turbocharge cancers and make them more deadly, according to a new research. Now, if you've been listening to me, you know this for a minute. But this is new research that just came out, apparently. So fructose, and I'm going to tell you this because I want you guys to be up on this. So fructose, which is added to thousands of U.S. foods and drinks, was found to speed up the growth of certain kinds of skin, breast, and cervical tumors. The study showed this type of sugar gets converted by the liver into components that tumors need to build new cells and grow. The more quickly a tumor grows, the more aggressive the cancer may become, able to take over a person's body before they can fight back. This is why you should do you should get massages regularly, like deep, hardcore pressure massages, because tumors, before they become tumors in your body, they're toxins that gather up into certain places. So if you feel around on your body and you feel a place that's really sensitive in your body, those are toxins gathering up that could eventually become a tumor there, especially if you feel it and it's kind of hard already. All right. So sometimes it can be scarred. If it doesn't hurt and it's hard, it's probably scar tissue. If it's hurt, if it feels sensitive and it hurts, it's toxins that are building up. So what you want to do is press in there. So massage that area wherever you feel that hard space is, that the toxins are gathering up. Press. Now you want to either slide, you can press and slide like that, but really to break it up, you want to press and hold. Press down on it and hold in the middle. Wherever the lump is or wherever you feel that shit is, press and hold right there for a minute. Get it down there, feel that pressure, and let the toxins disperse, you know, in a radius first, and then start to slide them around. That's how you break down toxins in your body. I've been doing it for close to 30 years at this point. I do it all the damn time because I eat chicken shawarma and all kinds. Well, chicken shawarma is not leaving toxins, but it's the other shit I used to eat that was leaving some toxins, and that's why I'm on the cleanse right now. You got to get them toxins out. And so it says added fructose is sugar. Excuse me. Added fructose is sugar that is extracted from sources like corn and added to processed foods, most commonly in the form of high fructose corn syrup. Now, when I was going through my nutrition, I was getting my nutrition certification a while back. You know, in my nutrition book, the textbook that I have says like $200. So anybody who has it needs to be reading it. But you know, if you get that book, it's $200. You better be reading it. But the high fructose corn syrup is 200 times sweeter than sugar. 200 times sweeter than just regular cane sugar. So they do that so it minimizes profit. You know, it maximizes profit, minimizes cost, maximizes profit. So if I had to use, you know, 2 tablespoons of sugar in this one recipe, I could use, you know, like half a teaspoon or less, then, you know, and use that, and it'd probably be even sweeter or add just as sweet. So, or it's going to be just as sweet, but maybe even sweeter. So that's why that shit causes cancer. That sugar creates inflammation, acid in the body, which creates inflammation. So you have to do an anti-inflammatory cleanse. That's what most cleanses usually do. But you can also super kick anti-inflammatory cleanses into, you know, overdrive by doing certain things. So like I'll show you. So this right here is a super anti-inflammatory right here. This is, when I say super, I mean super. It's got a cape on it with an S, with a big I, inflammatory, anti-inflammatory, big AI, anti-inflammatory. So this is turmeric, ginger, a bunch of it too. This is turmeric, ginger, cayenne pepper, but I use cayenne pepper extract, like concentrated cayenne pepper extract, but you can just use regular cayenne pepper. Lemons, but not just, I don't peel the lemon, I do the whole lemon. This has the lemon peel, which has way more vitamin C and antioxidants in the peel than in just the actual lemon. So this is like, so the whole thing I made was like 4 or 5 lemons, whole lemons I put in that shit. Yeah, that shit is nasty as hell. And black pepper. Because black pepper, your body absorbs turmeric 2,000 times better with black pepper than when it doesn't. So you always want to have black pepper when you have turmeric. So this is a super anti-inflammatory shot right here. So I take these every morning, then I juice. I juice throughout the day do a couple of big old 16-ounce glasses of juice that I did on my juicer. So anti-inflammatory, and let me tell you, that shit works. I had a little knee pain, which is inflammation in the knee when I was from working out and stuff. And I usually this whole year I hadn't been eating anything really inflammatory, but when I got laryngitis, I started taking these lemon drop throat lozenges, those like lemon drop throat lozenges and shit, and didn't know each one of them had 4 grams of sugar. And so I was popping them like like left and right. I was popping 4 at a time, one time, and then 5 here and then 4 there and shit. And just so you know, a candy bar has 12 to 14 grams of sugar in it. So if I was eating like 4, 3 or 4. So 3 of them is 1 candy bar, but I was eating like 4 and 5 at a time. I was just sugaring the fuck off. So my knee was hurting. My knee was hurting bad. And I was wondering like, why the hell? Then I looked up the nutritional content of those things I was eating. I was like, oh shit, I'm 4 grams of sugar per thing. So the first day I just juiced and did these, my knee felt better. Just the first day off of meat and dairy and sugar and all that shit, my knee felt better the first day. Second day, shoulder, everything. So now I'm a week in. The knee still feels a little crazy because I've been working out and shit. But in about another week or 2, perfectly fine. So don't eat that high fructose bullshit. So it says some early studies have suggested that eating more of these processed sugars might not just accelerate cancer growth, but could also be a cause of some kinds of cancer. So they just basically said high fructose corn syrup causes the big C. Yeah, bottle of chlorophyll, tablespoon a day. Yep, that's good. Chlorophyll's great. But turmeric, because it has curcumin in it, curcumin is known to be one of the best natural anti-inflammatories. So they've done 15 million studies on curcumin. It does a whole lot more than just anti-inflammatory too. So again, turmeric is some crazy shit. You want to boom, knock out one of these shots and do it on an empty stomach. You should never take shots like this or juice on a full stomach. You should never do that. And the reason is also because they're alkaline, and so it can mess up your if you eat it with other things, it's gonna the acid and the alkaline is gonna mix and mess up each other. So don't do that. So now you know why high fructose corn syrup causes the big C, or allegedly causes the big C. I gotta say that, but it's 200 times sweeter than regular sugar. So just had to show y'all that because that's part of what I do as a nutritionist and a trainer. I teach my clients about this stuff all the time, and so I wanted to break that down to y'all. So moving along, an urgent warning has been issued as terrifying parasites that eats animals from the inside out pour into the U.S. across the Mexican border. What? What the fuck? Again, urgent warning. As terrifying parasites that eat animals from the inside out pour into the U.S. across the Mexican border. This is why you have to shut down the border. Now we got man-eating parasites. A parasite just feeds off of you anyway, but this motherfucker actually eats you. A parasite is something that feeds off of you, right? But not necessarily doesn't have to eat you. It just feeds off of you. You can be alive the whole time. This shit said it eats you from the inside out. Like, what? So, a terrifying flesh-eating parasite that eats animals from the inside out is pouring across the U.S. border from cattle imported from Mexico. So, I'm good right now. Well, I was good, period, because I don't eat beef. But apparently, it's not just in beef, though. The parasite, commonly called a New World screwworm, the New World screwworm, was eliminated in North America in the late 19th century, but has made a return as cattle from Panama are being smuggled into the nation. Oh shit. The USAD, the Department of Agriculture, was alerted about the invasion last month after livestock at the border was infected. Excuse me. Livestock at the border was infected, warning the parasite could have moved into the nation. Screwworm larvae are creamy white in color and are deposited on the edge of superficial wounds. So whatever, like a small cut, you get like a small scratch. Doesn't need to be big, just a small little scratch. If one of them little larvae get in there, woo, that's a wrap for you. So this says, when the eggs hatch, they typically enter the bloodstream through the open wound and will not only infest themselves in livestock, but can also burrow their way into humans. I'm good. Nigga, I'm good for life. I'm good for life. Holy shit. The chief veterinary officer of Mexico notified the U.S. that it had found an infestation in a cow in the southern Mexico state of Chiapas, or I don't know if y'all say it, Chiapas, during an inspection near the Guatemala border. Holy shit. The screwworm? Now, how long before they say this thing has infested other foods? How long before you get the chicken screwworm? Nigga, you better leave chicken alone, bitch. Don't you come for no chicken screwworm. Don't you come. Just stay your ass in that damn beef. But I don't eat beef, so I'm good. If y'all eat beef in there, I know some of y'all in here eat beef. Y'all still with the fuckery? I know a lot of y'all don't, but I'm sure a lot of you guys in here still with the fuckery, huh? Y'all still eating rib tips. Y'all still doing it. Mrs. B said no meat. All right, Mrs. B. You sure? She said no meat. She said true that. True to 8 said, I do. You better stop, boy. You get one of them screwworms. Hey, you know what that shit reminded me of when I heard about this shit? Anybody, this is old school, this is nerd stuff. Has anybody ever seen Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan? Please tell me, anybody who ever seen Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan? There's a scene, so Ricardo Montalban, basically Mr. Rourke from Fantasy Island, he was Khan. He was the evil dude, right? And so Khan, he was trying to, he would turn certain Starfleet officers, Star Trek officers on his side. And the way he did it was he would drop a fucking worm. So he put this thing on him. So he took this worm. It was some type of parasite. And he would drop the worm in the ear. On the ear. And then you seen the worm go zzz, it just burrowed into the nigga head. I was like, oh shit, nigga. I was a kid when I saw it. I was like, oh. That shit scared the shit out of me. God damn. That burrowed into, it was, whose head? It was Chekhov. I think it was Chekhov. And Chekhov, he had the Russian dude, and he had burrowed into his head, and goddamn, that shit scared me for the rest of my life. So, when I heard screwworms burrowing, yeah, that's a hell no. That's a hell no. Trust me, when you watch Wrath of Khan and you see that, you be wanting to turn the movie off after that shit. You be like, I'm straight. Fuck that. So, anybody who eats beef, Wrath of Khan, bitch. Khan! He did that. That's what Captain Kirk did in the movie when Khan got over on him the first time. He Khan. So moving along. Captain Kirk, another Aries, baby, Aries Nation. So moving along. So this came across my, I got to do some crazy stuff because I'm crazy. This came across my timeline and I just said, hey, I got to do this story. I got to. Else I wouldn't be me. I would not be me if I did not do this next story. So, this story, it was in the Daily Mail, so it's a real story. So it says, men rate women's vaginas and reveal which type they find the most attractive. I saw the headline. I was like, you know what? I didn't even click on it the first time. Just to be honest, I didn't click on it the first time. But then, as I went back through the scroll, I said, let me see what they talking about. Let me just see what they talking about. So, it says, scientists have revealed what men really think about the female genitalia. More than 200 heterosexual men ranging in age from 19 to 77 were asked to rank the importance of 24 specific characteristics in a woman's vagina. Ladies, get ready. You better start taking notes. Get your goddamn pad out. Get your goddamn phone. Get it out. So it says the majority cared more about how it felt during sex than how it looked. Smell, taste, and sensitivity all ranked high. You goddamn right. Okay, good there. Sensitivity, okay, we check. Taste. Okay, we good to go. We good to go. Okay. So it says all ranked high, whereas physical attributes such as symmetry or labial size ranked lower. This suggests that men's feelings towards women's genitals are shaped primarily by functionality and sensation, not by physical appearance, the research concluded. You goddamn right! God damn it. Hey, look here. If I got me a car that get me to the store and to work and home every goddamn day without stopping, without putting out, gotta be functional. That's the first goddamn thing. Functionality. So then it says, the findings revealed that while men's attitudes towards female genitalias were generally positive, their opinions varied widely from person to person. And then it says roughly 1/5 of participants reported negative views, suggesting that a considerable minority of men do not find female genitalia attractive. Now, again, it's hey, functionality, goddammit. You understand? So basically, the moral of the story is, ladies, don't be Sasquatchy. Don't be Sasquatchy. This is a word we came up with last week with the nigga who wouldn't shave. So when you got all of that shit on you, all that's Sasquatchy. Don't be Sasquatchy. That's men and women. Don't be Sasquatchy down here. That's the first thing. Keep it in at the very least, it ain't supposed to have no smell. At the very best, cotton candy and now laters. And then drink a lot of water, goddammit. You understand, ladies? Y'all don't drink enough water. Drink some water. Hydrate. You got to hydrate. You understand? And then boom, you're good to go. Again. No smell, at the very least. Cotton candies and now laters at the tip top. Stay hydrated. And no Sasquatchy. Get your womanscape. Get your womanscape on. I was like, okay, that shit is hilarious. So I guess what's her name? Cardi B. They mentioned Cardi B in the article. And they said Cardi B. They said, wow. They mentioned Cardi B in the article, and they said Cardi B was on to something. They literally said this in the article, that Cardi B was on to something with the WAP, with the WAP. Now, I'm just saying, I'm gonna step out on the ledge and speak for most dudes. Not every dude, but most dudes. The article wasn't too far off. The article wasn't too far off. Sasquatchy, check, get that, check. Keep it smelling right, which is no smell at the very least, and water up. God damn it, will you? Y'all don't be watering up. Where my goddamn, y'all don't be watering up. You better keep this next to the bed. This is very important. Ladies, I'm tell you. Sometimes y'all can't do with men. Y'all can't go as long as the men. Y'all dry up. Sometimes you gotta drink. You gotta hydrate. You gotta keep it going. Just saying. He said, oh, trust me, I ain't got a problem with that. I'm talking about the article. I ain't never had a problem with that. Ever in life. I ain't never had a problem with that. However, women do dry the fuck up. I've had talked to many people, and they've said they have a problem with that shit. Or had a problem with it before me. Just saying. But moving along. Just saying. Ladies, no Sasquatchy. Moving along. In nigga news, excuse me, Andrew Schultz jokes. Did y'all see this bullshit? Andrew Schultz. So apparently, I haven't heard the song, but Kendrick Lamar came out with a song. And he said that don't let Andrew Schultz talk about sisters or something like that. Now, I haven't heard the song. I don't know the exact bar of the song. But apparently, in the song, he said, what was the bar? Does anybody have it? Because I don't know the song. So, but whatever the bar was, he mentioned Andrew Schultz, but it wasn't, I don't think they said he wasn't dissing him. He was just saying, don't let Andrew Schultz talk about sisters like that, right? So, Andrew Schultz, Mr. Caucasian, who thinks he's cool because he has a couple of brother friends, because he hangs around Charlemagne. He thinks he's good with the brothers because he hangs around Charlemagne. He goes in and said that he could grape, excuse me, Kendrick Lamar, and there's nothing he could do about it. Take off the G. Now, he said he could do that, and there was nothing he could do about it. Now, so basically, you have a Caucasian saying he can sexually violate a melanated man without them doing anything about it. Now, I'm old school. I'm very old school. I am extremely old school. I'm old gangster. I grew up around gang banging when it first came out in LA. And if Kendrick Lamar, if you are a true, if you truly bout that life, like you hang around him and all that type of stuff, there is nowhere that if you and Andrew Schultz are in the same city that you don't pull up and it's on site. I'm just saying, this is LA mentality. This is old school LA mentality. You can't joke like that. See, this is comedians think, well, if I can joke about it, I can say anything I want. Now, usually that's true, and I'm a pro-comedian person. I'm pro-comedian. Obviously, I'm saying I'm a comedic historian. I study comedy, the history of comedy, all that shit. And usually that thing is right. You're usually a comedian if it's funny enough, if it's nuanced, if it's really funny. A comedian is usually able to say anything. However, that ain't it. You can never say that. You can never, ever, never say that, especially about cats in the hood. See, this lets me know he ain't hung around no real dudes from the hood. Because if he ever fucked around like that and said that he could do that type, he'd get choked out. Probably killed. Honestly. He'd get smashed. So, again, if he don't pull up on and smash on Andrew Schultz, I can't believe nothing. I can't believe nothing about you, Kendrick. This ain't no words. After this, ain't no words. Ain't no, and then he doubled down on it. He kept talking about how he's so little, he could do this and nothing he could do about it other than decide if it was consensual. Nigga, you keep on going on with it? So, he don't understand how cats in LA are. Twan L, appreciate you. Thank you for the cash app. And everybody who hit the cash app today, appreciate you guys. Thank you for the cash app. Donating to the Chicken of the Woods Shawarma Fund. But again, this this to me, when I saw this, I stopped immediately. I was like, how the hell has he not been smacked on? He been smacked up yet? Like, nigga, you can't do stuff like that. Now, again, nigga, what? You got to see me. And I'm gonna come and beat your ass. I'm gonna give you the chance to defend yourself. For sure. You ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna give you the chance to defend yourself. I'm not just gonna walk up on you and smack you. Nah. I'm gonna walk up and say, what's popping? No words. No word. We ain't gonna talk about it. Ain't gonna be no talking. It's what's popping. That means what's popping means you better get your hands up. It don't mean what you think. It mean get your hands up. So, Kendrick, nigga, you better represent LA, and either he gonna pull up, either he pulls up and say what's hot, what's popping. Or this is about to be the greatest diss song of all time. We are about to see the greatest diss track in the history of diss tracks from Kendrick Lamar. And he still might pull up. He might do both. Or he might get some of the homies to pull up, and he might just do the diss track. But if he don't do anything behind this, y'all niggas better sell all your Kendrick Lamar albums. But keeping it in nigga news, that one song that Kendrick got, he just came out with, I don't even like Kendrick. Let me just tell you. I like some of his songs. But the nigga squeaky ass, that little Mickey Mouse voice that he got, I can't deal with it most of the time. But this nigga song, Squabble Up, that song he got out called Squabble Up, I'm fucking with that shit. So you can't put out a song called Squabble Up, Kendrick, and you ain't ready. You put out a song called Squabble Up, and then the universe gave you a situation to see if you was about that life. Are you about to squabble up? Are you about that life? I don't think so. However, the song is dope. That shit is old. That shit is got a LA Crip Walk, Sea Walk vibe to it. That shit is off the chain. That shit is got the LA vibe to it with the Debbie Dab sample track in the background When I hear music, it makes me dance. Yeah, that shit is off the chain. But if you don't pull up, nigga, I don't know. So, in other nigga news, Eddie Murphy, I thought this was cool because these are two of my cats. Eddie Murphy's son and Martin Lawrence's daughter is getting married. I just thought that was crazy. Because Boomerang is one of my favorite movies of all time. I know everybody in here, you seen Boomerang. I know at least 99% of y'all like the movie Boomerang. That was the shit. And Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence's son and daughter is getting married. Two Aries gods, Martin Lawrence and that's right, Aries, baby. It's Aries Day. So Aries and Martin, shout out to the two Aries gods. That's why I put this in here. But Eddie says Martin got to pay for the wedding. I don't know how that's going down, but he says he's paying for the wedding. But that's what's up though. The two homies, they grew up homies, and now they kids getting married. I just thought that was some cool shit. Melanated love and generational wealth, perpetuating, keeping it going. That's what I'm talking about. If they kid come out to be the funniest person of all time, that'd be awesome. What if they have a kid, and that kid turns out to be the funniest person ever lived. That'll be hard, because Eddie and Martin was funny as shit when they was in their prime. But shout out to Eddie and Martin on that. So moving along, Drake is suing UMG. Speaking of Kendrick, Drake is suing in UMG for the fake promotion of Kendrick Lamar. Basically saying the promotion was done by bots. He was saying that you guys didn't really like the song, and it was fake. The promotion of it, or the publicity of it, or the popularity of it, let me say, was faked with bots. It was bot promotion. So I want to know from y'all, is Drake's career over? Is Drake's career over? Is he done? Is Drake done? Because it's about time. He's been riding since what, 2009? Isn't that when he came out? It's about time. I'm so tired of this nigga. Like, goddamn. He said, Drake who? He said, Drake who? Nigga, you are suing your own record company because you believe they pumped up the other artists over you. Now, accusations of child SA is pretty bad. So I don't know if I completely disagree with what he did, because now you defamed him. He's stained. Where can Drake go now where nobody look at him like a pedophile? Where can he go where nobody looks at him and be like, minor? When they do that lyric, where can he go where nobody go to say, hey, minor? So that nigga career is done, and no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. I just thought it was funny because of Kendrick Lamar shit. So last thing I got, moving along. Oh, really quick. Did y'all know Chuck E. Cheese is going out of business? I put that in nigga news because every time I go to Chuck E. Cheese, that's all I see in there is niggas. Chuck E. Cheese going out of business. This hurt my soul. All my birthday parties used to be at Chuck E. Cheese. God damn it. Chuck E. Cheese is going out of business. That's the black person's party place for their kids. Every melanated person take their little baby and kid to Chuck E. Cheese. Cause that shit is cheap. You get a bunch of pizza. And that shit is cheap as hell. And they get to go and play in the balls. You got the goddamn the mechanical band on stage right here. It's all in one place. Chuck E. Cheese is off the chain. And I'm sad that it's going out of business, goddammit. I just had to say, shout out to Chuck E. Cheese. You was a great part of my childhood. I'm gonna miss you. Last thing I got, police stop law lessons. The Daniel Penny trial the Daniel Penny trial, I talked about it a little bit last week. So they came in, it was deadlocked. The verdict was deadlocked. So that means it was going to be a mistrial. But the judge came in and said, okay, so this is on the manslaughter charge, like second-degree manslaughter. So they was like, well, we don't think it's second-degree manslaughter. So they were deadlocked on it. And so the judge came in and said, well, instead of declaring a mistrial, I'll just take away the manslaughter charge. Right? So, all right, we'll dismiss the manslaughter charge. However, we'll introduce a charge of negligent homicide, which is really what he should have been charged with in the first place. But that dude, the dude that's bringing the case against him is Alvin Bragg. So he tried to get like, it was like murder. Manslaughter is like you tried to do it, right? So, you know, first degree manslaughter is like you really tried to do it. You kind of meditate, you thought about it. And then second degree is like you meant to do it, but you didn't necessarily think about it before you did it. So they was deadlocked, so mistrial. So he says negligent homicide. So negligent homicide is you just lost control. You lost control and killed somebody. You didn't try to do it, but you lost control and you tried to do it. I think he was. I think you said it was no. You said it was manslaughter, not negligent, but very much intentional. It wasn't intentional. I don't think it was intentional. I don't think he tried to kill him. I do think he was scared, though. Again, I go back to what I was talking about last week. Caucasian people, a lot of times, when they fight melanated people, they're terrified because they know melanated people have hands. If you are watching boxing and sports and all that shit and all the ass-beating sports, most of the people who whoop ass are melanated people. That just happens to be the case. Sorry. In UFC, even in UFC, boxing, even kickboxing, what's the old boy name? The dude was the champion, the light-skinned dude who everybody, the Tate dude, what's his name? Andrew Tate or whatever. He was a champion. He was a 4-time champion in kickboxing. Melanated people just have the hands. And Caucasian people know this for the most part. They know melanated people have hands. So they don't want to go hand to hand. So he had to do a lock. He went and instituted a lock on him so he didn't have to fight him. That was the main thing. Because if you ain't scared to fight a dude, if you ain't scared of a dude and they're harassing some people, you just going to go to him and say, hey, nigga, leave him alone. You're not going to jump on him and just start choking him. Just immediately start choking the dude out. Yeah, John Jones. Ngannou, the dude Ngannou, Francis Ngannou, melanated people just whoop ass. That's just a fact of the matter, right? So Caucasian people know this. And they don't usually want to fight hand to hand. Most of the Caucasian people, they don't never want to really want to fight hand to hand. Unless they're really trained in boxing and fighting and some shit. And then you'll get some Caucasian people like that who will man up and try to fight. But for the most part, they don't want to fight. So that's why he choked him out. You says, how do you hold a person in a chokehold for 6+ minutes and not intend to do some harm? I hear it does not take long to pass out. It doesn't. And so even his drill instructor said he should have let go. That's really one of the detrimental testimonies that's going to do him in. His drill instructor came in and they testified, said, nah, he should let him go. He should have let him go. But I'm telling you, it was fear. He thought if he let him go, he gonna have to fight him. That's what he thought. He thought if I leave this nigga, and I think he was trying to hold on to him till he passed out. So again, if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not really skilled in this type of shit, you can mistake one for the other. Choking somebody out at their windpipe, whereas trying to cut the oxygen off in their artery. Two different things. To choke somebody out here and to cut their wind out, the oxygen off in their artery. So that's what he was doing. Yo, Brandon Terry, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the shawarma support. The mushroom chicken shawarma support. Appreciate you. So that's kind of what happened. And he said in the trial that he didn't let him go because he feared that he may have a knife on him or something. Excuse me. He may have a knife on him or something. If he let him up, he was going to pull the knife on him and use it. That was no evidence he had a weapon at all, but that was what he said he feared. Now, I feared he was scared of them hands. This nigga was scared of the hands. He did not want to see them hands. He didn't know for sure if he could deal with it. So he choked him out. So the jury came in, and then they got negligent homicide, and now they need to go on that. But in white people's view, because he was threatening, because Neely was threatening people on the thing, he deserved to die. This is what they think. They keep saying he saved people's lives. This is what people who are defending, what's his name? Daniel Penny. They're saying that he saved people's lives, but the dude wasn't hitting anybody. He was unarmed. He wasn't hitting anybody. Now, he was talking shit. He was threatening people, but you don't have to kill somebody for that. But these Caucasian people who are scared to fight, and all these people, well, he was defending people's lives. And even you got some black coon Cajuns out here. He's a hero. Daniel Penny's a hero. He's an American hero. Like, nigga, you ain't a hero. You a scary little bitch. Well, this is why no one's going to defend. This is why no one's going to step in and help anyone anymore, because if you do, then you're going to get prosecuted. You're going to get vilified. Like, nigga, no. He killed somebody. Motherfucker. You keep skipping over that part. The motherfucker wasn't killing any people. He wasn't beating any people up. He wasn't robbing people. He wasn't doing any of that. He was just talking shit to people. That does not deserve a death sentence. And you can't call somebody a hero because he killed the nigga who was just threatening people. Sorry. So, then the Caucasians, this is funny. So Caucasians, this is a funny thing with Caucasians. They never believe they got to say sorry, or, for the shit that, the bullshit they done to you until it gets like, they never believe in saying sorry. They just want you to get over it, right? Most Caucasian people just want you to get over slavery, man. It's over. That was in the past. Like, come on, man. It's 2024, man. Were you a slave? No, you weren't a slave. Let's get past it, man. So they never want to apologize and say sorry unless they're forced to. Like, if you absolutely force them to, all right, man, fuck. Sorry, fuck, man. God, sorry. Are we good now? Huh? No, I just said fucking sorry, man. What the fuck, man? You did what you fucking wanted? You wanted a fucking sorry, wasn't it? like, that didn't sound sincere, buddy. that sorry didn't sound like you really meant it. It didn't sound like it at all. Like, all right, I'm sorry. Is that better? I'm sorry, okay? Sorry for killing all your fucking ancestors. I'm sorry for keeping you down in a system. I'm sorry for racial harassment. Like, nigga, wait a minute. Why are you rolling your eyes in your head when you say sorry, motherfucker? I don't fucking know. You tell me. Why am I rolling my eyes and my head? Because I'm like, nigga, I don't believe you. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I don't believe you. Just saying. I don't believe it. So this shit is going down. Then the brother came out and said, they shitting on the brother who came out and said that the dismissal of the manslaughter charge was a win to the KKK. Now they jumping on him. Now, I don't believe that. I don't necessarily believe that because I don't believe Neely is guilty of second-degree manslaughter. But negligent homicide, I definitely think he should get charged for that. Because the first charge gives him 15 years. When I saw this, before I even heard the charges, I said he should probably get about 4 or 5 years for this. And negligent homicide carries a 4 to 5 year charge, or a 3 to 5 year charge. So, damn. Now, again, this is about to be some more racial pump up where they try to divide melanated people and Caucasian people. And again, this is the bullshit. But don't fall for it, people. Don't fall for the bullshit. All you got to do is power up, damn it. Power up. Get your stuff. Know Your Right. RealNagas.com or KnowYourRightsFoundation.org. You can get these anywhere. But if you want it for free, because you ordered the book, go to the great book, Melanin Research. You get it for free. Get all of this right here. Bam. At RealNagas.com for free. All of it. Bam. Well, not the book. You got to buy the great book of Melanin Research. But you get the rest of this for free when you order the book. Again, this is how you support me because they don't have the super chat here anymore. So Cash Apps, appreciate you guys with the Cash App. Real Nagas, the number 9. Sorry I didn't put that out earlier. Or Patreon, if you want to go to Patreon to sign up for the status classes, please go to patreon.com/realnagas. Sign up for the status classes. I teach you how to have 1 foot in the system and 1 foot out of the system. You're going to have to learn that so you can separate yourself from this corporation when Donald Trump tries to go crazy on you. But boom, this is what you get for free. The Police Stop Law package right here if you order the great book of Melanin Research. All the research they've been doing on your melanin for the last 120 years that you should be up on game already. You should be teaching your kids. We should have by in another 5 to 10 years, our community, melanated community, should just be in the stratosphere at this point with all the stuff that we're learning to take us out of the position that we had been in for so long. Teaching you your rights. That was a thing that held you down for so long that you didn't know your rights. You didn't know how to fight back against the system. Now you do. You didn't know about contracting and how to deal with the contract or the system with paperwork as far as contracting and stuff like that. The law teaching you that. Boom. Contracting is a whole nother thing. Financial. You're getting out of that. Everybody's becoming more financially literate. Again, we are coming up out of this bullshit. So, again, get your stuff. Make sure you help and support. Boom. Get this right here. This is what you keep in your car. I want to hear more stories, please. Anybody who's used these. Everybody keep sending me in stories about what happened to you at the traffic stop with the constitutional rights card, the qualified immunity card, and the qualified immunity notice. This is like gold in your car. You get scared of the popo. You get police-itis. We call it police-itis. What is police-itis? It's that damn feeling you get in your stomach when you see a black and white car or some lights in your rear view mirror, or if you see a black car and a white car traveling together and you blend the 2 colors together, you be like, oh shit. And then you be, oh shit, it was just a white car and a black car. I know a bunch of y'all have felt that. I promise you, a bunch of you have felt seeing a white car and a black car traveling side by side or in a line together. You saw it in your mirror and you took it at a glance. You thought it was a police car and you shitted on yourself for a second. That's called police-itis. Being so scared of the police that you lose your bodily functions. Your hands start shaking, you start sweating, your stomach starts turning and all that. Boom. This is how you get rid of police-itis right here. You hand the police officers this right here along with your driver's license and you say, I don't answer questions. When they say, can I get your information? Oh, sure you can. Boom. You hand them this and let them do the reading. And boom. Most likely, they're going to come back and say, well, we're just going to give you a warning this time. Not saying that they will do that. That's a high probability, though. That's what I've been hearing from a lot of people who use that they just come back and they say, we're going to let you off with a warning. Slow down. Okay? Slow down. Thank you. So get over there. Make sure you support. Again, KnowYourRightsFoundation.org if you want to learn the law for free. We will be starting up the interviews again next month. So if you want to get in, the first interview date is January 15th. So if you want to get in for January 15th interview day, make sure you get over there today. Sign up. KnowYourRightsFoundation.org/volunteers. Make sure you get in there and be a part of the new class of 2025. All right, the Know Your Rights Foundation class of 2025. Make sure you sign up. We're going to hook you up, and you will be amazed at how empowered you become. Right now in the class, we're holding mock court. This is what we're on right now. We're so far advanced. You're going to be able to get there too. Don't worry about it when you come. But we're doing mock court, basically a versus. We pick a topic like police brutality. and one person argues for, and one person has to argue against. Why would you argue in favor of not police brutality, but excessive force? King Lemuel Productions, appreciate you, brother. But why would you argue in favor of excessive force? Well, the reason why we have you do that is so that you, if you ever have to go to court and you have to do a case pro se, which is mean on your own, of your own right or in your own right, meaning no lawyer, you're going to have to know how to counter the prosecution and know how they act and know how they think. And so you're going to have to get into the other frame of mind when you're arguing against that person in court. So this is why we do mock court, so that you understand, you're able to separate yourself emotionally from what you truly believe. You gotta detach from that and look at the law objectively and see how it's supposed to go. So we're in mock court right now, and I will say the ladies are smashing on the dudes. God damn it. Hey, dudes, y'all better start balling. The dudes are doing good too, but the ladies, they are coming prepared. Got their own stuff prepared up, whatever. Hey, look here, man. Dudes. Now, I will say the last battle, Brother Scotty, L. Bay, he won. He won the last battle. However, he was going against somebody who was a little less versed in the law than him. So maybe that was it, Scotty. We ain't gonna say that was it, Scotty, but maybe that was it. But the ladies in there are killing it, and everybody's actually killing it. And so if you want to be a part of that, get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org/volunteers and sign up. And otherwise, that's it for me. I'm out of here. Oh, also, Timmy Tight Top, make sure you kick up the juices. Call the homie Timmy Tight Top. Get these juices. Get these juices from the homie. Again, the number is 323-776-2587. Again, 323-776-2587. Tell him you saw it on Real Nagas, and 5 off juice is the code that he will hook you up with. All right, that's it for me. I got to go make me some chicken of the wood tacos. It was off the chain. I didn't know how good it was, but goddamn, hook that shit up. Chili oil, some avocado oils, and let it sit. Boy. Oh man, goddamn, y'all go treat yourself. The website is called foraged.com. Foraged.com, like foraging for plants and shit like that, but foraged, past tense, ED at the end. So go look at that off the chain website. The chicken of the woods is good as hell. I'm on it from now on. Damn. So thank you guys, everybody who gave me support on this damn cleanse. I appreciate you, everybody who showed up today to listen to this news, this crazy news that I be spitting. Appreciate you. Thank all my moderators for kicking all the dumbass people out of the chat. Appreciate you guys, and everybody who hit the super chat. Appreciate you guys too. I'm out of here. Chicken of the woods.